Morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
We're ready to start day 3. Don't expect it to be a quickie because the average stack's 60 bigs. We got down to 12 from 114, which was incredible. And then yesterday, the last session, obviously, it was like you were saying, 60 bigs all the way through. We knew it was going to be a long slog because these guys are the best there is. There's 12 players left. Who have you had a punt on?
I didn't even look at the book tower, to be honest.
Did you not?
Time I woke up, book was shut, I think.
Obviously. There we go. Francis Oberden, 7-4. He was backed in from 3s to 7-4. Ryan Spittles was 3-1. He's gone to 5s.
Matt Davenport is 12s when he had 215k. He must have had some money on him.
Anybody spins up and they're backing it. If you had a little punt, good luck. They were the bets as they went in. That's what was on Grosvenor Sport this morning.
Davenport must have had so much money on him, Tower, to the fact that he's gone from probably around 33s into 12, something like that. Everyone's rooting for Matt.
Yeah, I fancied Atanas, 354,000. The high roller heads up. So yeah, they were the bets. Did you have a couple of quid on? If you did, good luck. If not, you can still enjoy the live stream because it's going to be a cracking day. It really is. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, plenty coming up today as well. Off stream, we've got the free roll. We've got another giveaway, €150 main event seat for our series, which comes up next week.
I sound like Brian Blessed. Whoa, Stephen! Afternoon, everybody. Dead-eyed is on Laurent Bocci. Played well yesterday.
Good afternoon, Harry. Afternoon, Mick, Jack, Deadeye, Mark Adair, John Hare, all tuning in. Early stages, day 3.
Yeah.
First hand of the day, blind on blind action between Ka and Ryan. Ryan choosing to raise the 8-9 suited over a complete. And the action tracker, he did let us know half hour ago that this first hand it was a bit of a problem, so no graphics. Sorry, it's Carr with the 8-9 suited. I thought it was.
Yeah, I think a couple of players were in the wrong seats. I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. Is the players were in 6 and 7 and not 7 and 8, but we're back now.
So Ryan firing again here, and Carl now turning gut shot to go with his second pair, and expect him to be calling once more here, Tower. There was a hand yesterday where it went open EP, free bet EP, and Ryan found the cold 4 with King 9 suited against Carr. It come ace high C bet. Carr folded the queens, and Ryan showed him the King 9 suited. So that hand may be in Carl's head here from late yesterday. Between these two, exact same seats as well, funny enough. There's a 3 of hearts, rolls off on the river, and Ryan checks behind. And it looks like he has the best of it, because Carl's mucking the 8-9 suited.
There must be a 10 in there. Or ace 10. Ace 10 for Ryan Spittles, who was 3-1, and he went out to former champion. Ryan Spittles.
Jack's just here for the punts. Who you got money on, Jack? Let me guess, I reckon Johan and maybe James in one.
James Mitchell, former champion and Irish Open winner.
Apocalypse, good afternoon to you. How are we doing, Witty? And Phil, Coalfile and Colin on Facebook.
Richard, how are you? Up the posh. I think they won yesterday. Little punt on Laurent Bocci. Oh, Posh lost 3-1. Well, they're rubbish.
3 guaranteed things in life: death, taxes, and Matt Davenport making day 3 of a GUKPT.
Things in life. Oh, you're back, Colin. It's his first ever bet on Grosvenor Sport.
Well, woke up this morning, so I was really looking forward to this day 3. I think a day 3 when Francis is coming in with over a fifth of the chips in play, nearly a quarter of the chips in play. It's going to be a fun day. I'm a bit disappointed we haven't got him on the feature to start, but I'm sure we'll see Francis throughout the day, causing some carnage at the tables as he was yesterday.
Yeah, there was no redraw because they have the redraw at 16, so we basically start how we finished last night.
Saw my first ever time I've seen a stop and go in a 5-bet pot from Francis yesterday. Peeled the 5-bet with the king queen out of position. Come king eye, just stuck it in. Didn't even check to the aggressor, and actually got called by worse. And I said it yesterday. It's just genius, Tower. Just no one would ever do that with a king. So Francis thought, you know what, I'm going to do this with a king, and got paid by worse in a 5-bet pot. One of the highlights from yesterday.
The El Clasico today at Real Barcelona. Not had a flutter. I wouldn't even know it was on, to be fair, but it is apparently.
So ace 4-4, James in the small blind. Going to start with a complete. And Watto, this is just going to be a shove here, Tower, blind on blind, 18 bigs, complete from the small pocket 5s. Expect Watto to just be moving all in here with his pet. He's going to use a time back. I'd be surprised if he doesn't take this spot here, Tower. There's the all in.
Yeah, they're in. Watto is in. James, Johnny Kelly in the background, one of his mates, drove up with Watto. He'll find the, when he forgets a call, you'll hear him. Watto will turn round. Johnny, I'm in.
Aaron and Stephen, I missed Francis win 2 hands with 3 deuce off and 3-4 off yesterday, one after the other. Was that with Mr. Hills the last hour?
It was.
That was Andy.
Yeah, Andy was like, what? What?
I warned him when he come in the booth. He knew of Francis, but he hadn't really seen him play too much. So I did give him the heads up when he joined me for comms last night, what he was about to witness.
Pete Robbo, how we doing? He's streaming this weekend. Yeah, Gary Dobson on Facebook. Still not over Cardiff City yesterday. No, neither are we. Jay was on the pavement last night. I had to bring you down an extra blanket. GUKPT Luton. 2 tables left. There's the seniors at 1 PM, and then there's the turbo at 4. Yeah, I fancied Atanas, I must admit, at 14s. And you got Ryan Spittles at 9-2 as well.
Yeah, on a bit of form, Atanas chopping the high roller. Had a sick one as well to actually win it.
Yeah,
outright.
Being played again this morning, it has. Ouch. Perfect.
So pocket 7s for Watto here on the button. Fucking with 22. So just expect to see him open. But it looks like he's going to shove Tower. Just open rip this one with 7s on the button. Oh, and Michael with the kings in the small. So Michael's in. Matt Davenport's out the way. Shows the kings. And Watto is going to need
help.
And lots of it, Tower. Going to need to find a 7 from somewhere.
So we'll check the stacks once the hand is complete. Michael in 3. Big chance to leave Watto on 3 bigs. Always an ace.
Always nice when you got King's Tower. So nothing there for Steve Watts. They're going to need a 7 on turn or river. No runners here. So that's going to be that. Unless we can find a 2-outer. Is it always coming 7? No, it's not.
Watto down to 3 bigs. Matt Davenport, 20 bigs, Cart, 24 bigs. But there's still 12 players left. Watto still in, but they'll be over the line again very shortly. 3 bigs will be in the middle, and then it's whether the poker gods agree with Watto or we end up losing when we're down to 11. They're in. In they go.
Yeah, 2.5, ace-5, cut off. Always going to be going in here. And Michael with a7 himself on the button. So, just see him call here tower. Versus 2.5 big shove from the cut-off. Looks like he's going to ISO. Don't think he's going to ISO big, probably like 70, 80k. He does a choose to. It goes really small, he clicks it, makes it 48.
Showdown, please. Could have chop outs. Ace 5 for Stevie Watts, ace 7. And Michael in seat number 3.
So he could be losing Steve Watts, but this one slightly more often going to end in a chop on this flop. Well, not anymore. 7 on the turn.
4 or a 9 now needed. So he's actually got more outs.
Can he find it? He can. Let's find the 9, Steve Watts.
Oi, oi.
Spin is about to start. Back up to 92. A lot more to work with now. 8 bigs.
The comeback is on. Chicken tikka for breakfast, and he's off to bed. Nice one, Mr. Mark Fizz. Somewhere on the A14. Parked up. Cabin window will be left open, having tikka for breakfast.
He's in again.
I'm in again! Get myself in! Oh.
You're not often all in 3 hands in a row. So now it's just sub 8. And Michael going to choose to fold the 5s here. And Matt will fold the ace-6 off. Don't think he's going to be calling for 8 bigs. The car's going to get out of the way. And Mr. Spittles has made the call with the Queen 10. And what I was going to see, he's in pretty good shape.
He is indeed.
It's a double again. Everyone's trying to bust him. Ryan's chance to.
This is it. Yeah, back up to 180. And 15 bigs. And you're right back in the game.
Yeah, and that's as clean as you like. So just fading the Queen. And Watto's going to go double.
Yep. Looking good. There we go, still in the game. You cannot get rid of him.
So back to 198, and he was up to 226 when he shoved the 7s on the button. So basically nearly where he was, Tower.
Brilliant.
Span it back up so quickly. Alright then, Jack Carter, afternoon to you both. Looking forward to another day of streaming. Am I late for the free roll password? No, we give the free roll password out second break.
Yeah.
Always after the second break. So
late afternoon, doesn't start till 6, and Reg doesn't open until 4.
So got a while till that comes out.
Yep.
Here we go again. 4 hands in a row. We're all in again. Look at Johnny Kelly. He's up, he's down. Steve keeps calling him over. Johnny Kelly's done 1,000 steps already today, Tower. He's walking back and forth from this featured table like it's just every hand with Watto's all in. So Ryan's out of the way with a 7 deuce. Over to James Mitchell here. 17 big blind shove here now from Watto. Personally, I think we can just open the ace king from this stack size. Sitting here 6-handed, but I'm guessing Watto's just gonna continue shoving. It's been working the last 2 hands.
Yep.
Like it's never going to be bad.
Fear nothing, he says.
Off of 17 to just open rip, but I think you'll see a lot of players off that stack size just open the ace king there with our 17 bigs. Try and get value from worse. Big blind's going to defend fairly wide. Start getting value from big blind defend range. So, 5 hands into the day, Tower, and 80% of hands we've played have been all in, and
that's true, yeah.
all in by someone.
Yeah.
They've all been Watto.
And we have lost 0.
So cut a Queen 8 of spades from cut off makes it 24. James in the small blind with the aces, making it 65k. Just over 2.5x there, out of position from James Mitchell. Really small sizing from the small. Looked like the megaphone raise there, Tower. Please call me. Please call me.
I love it.
I want action. I really want action. How are we doing, Laura? There you go. Come on, Ryan. You got this. Played really well, Ryan, yesterday. His decision making was spot on yesterday. Seemed like every time he was in a really tough spot, he come to the correct decision. Calling with the best of it, folding when he had the worst of it, and that's a formula for success in this game. If you can fold when you are behind and call when you're in front.
Afternoon, Laura. Are you coming to the rail if Ryan makes the final table? What are we going to see?
So back-to-back free bets here from James versus Carr with 6s on the button. I'm not sure about this one, Tower, with the 6s here from James. I think versus Carr's stack size potentially could just flat here. Carr working with just over 20 or 20 basically exactly to start the hand. So like if we just get 3-bet ripped, 4-bet ripped on, we'll have to pass our 6s as James, and maybe just choosing to mix this one into the 3-bet range versus Carr. I'm not too sure about this, but he's going to win the pot nonetheless. C-bet and fold. A little bit less than third.
And that will do it. Well, Laura's on her way. Fantastic. Be good to see you, Laura. And Gary as well. Look forward to seeing you. Afternoon, Angela, watching on Facebook. And John Mercer watching in Preston, looking forward to Blackpool. Blackpool will, in fact, we'll show you the schedule. There it is. Oh, frozen. There it is. Thursday night, the 3rd of November. This event, for the exact same satellite, had 16 seats for the £75 satellite. 16. It's a double entry satellite. I love it. You win a ticket, you get into the mystery bounty and the mini main. So much value. And then the schedule rolls on. We'll be doing the high roller day 2 on the Thursday and the cash on the Wednesday. We've not decided what it's going to be yet. And then the main event from Friday, Saturday and Sunday on the 13th of November. Take a screenshot, check it out, keep it in your diary, but it is on the app as well, Grosvenor Live.
Must be cold down in Luton, you two are always frozen. To be honest with you, Apocalypse, it's whenever we mention Blackpool and pull up the Blackpool schedule, the comps are freezing. That's a bit too much of a coincidence for my liking. Bring your thermals if you come into the next leg, that's all I've got to say. It's actually a lovely day in Luton today. The sun was out, not many clouds in the sky. It was a nice day today.
You got up at 12:15.
Yeah.
You was in here at 20 past.
Yeah.
So you saw...
I was walking in with this on, I thought,
yeah.
Boy, hot.
Yeah. Nice day today. It is, you're right. Clear blue skies. Just like it'll be in Blackpool. No wind, no rain. If you had a little flutter on Grosvenor Sport, then good luck. Still on 12. What time will Thursday satellite normally finish? I don't know what time it actually finished in Luton. If we can get a time of finish, we'll ask the question what time it finished in Luton, getting 16 seats. And then we can work it on that. You've got to be looking at what, 3, 4 in the morning? I reckon. They're in again from the Watto.
Showing ace 10 here, 17 over the under the gun open. I guess Ryan is the one player that is going to open, or should at least be opening widest at this table, having everyone covered here. We are sitting six-handed as well, so like this from Watto here, taking it with the ace 10. I think in a 4-ring, 8-handed table, might be less inclined to rip there from a gun open, but 6-handed, big fan of that from Watto. Picks it up and gets Ryan out of the way. How are we doing, Mal? Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Mal. 1:30 says Mark Adair what time the satellite finished. We'll get that confirmed, but sounds like it was a 1:30.
You should play the Thursday night satellite in Blackpool. You should play that.
Should I?
And then if you win a ticket to the mystery in a minute, you can jump in them.
I might do that.
Yeah, I think you should. I'm going to be down there on the Thursday, so
are you?
yeah.
Oh, I might do that. You might see me to
play the satellite together, and then Thursday night out in Mark Kelly's.
Oh, I'm in.
See the sights of Blackpool.
You didn't tell me that bit, did you? You didn't say the end bit. Get me in. Tell us playing the satellite Thursday night. Woo woo.
Michael raises to 25k in the cut-off, and Car should just be getting out of the way here in the small. Over to Ryan. The Queen deuce off. Maybe a bit too wide at this stage, Tower, to be defending this one. Looks like Ryan, forget the defend. He's going to choose to just use his stack to his advantage and elect a free bet here. Makes it 82k, and definitely not the hand I'd choose, but just trying to apply maximum pressure here on these sort of 30 big remit stacks. And Michael, there's an all-in and a call on the other table, so he's having a little wait.
What those shouts on Johnny Kelly?
There's the time bank.
Johnny Kelly's done more steps.
So there's Michael here, King Jack suited, 6-handed, could definitely pill this one. Cut off versus big blind. Ryan is probably, if he's mixing in the queen deuce, she's probably going to have plenty of hands in here. And we've got a hand with great playability and position, so Michael does make the call. Ryan sizing just over the 3x remit at this stage of the tournament because of the ICM can go smaller with our sizes. And king high board here for Ryan, so we're going to be c-betting this one fairly often. Opts for 55 into 182, so 120, just over 25%. And Michael's just got an easy check call here. Nice flop for us. Top pair, decent kicker. Some nice back doors as well in the form of diamonds. So there is the call.
7 of spades on the turn.
I'm not changing anything here. Now Ryan slowing down. Just realising here that a lot of the time, like Michael is going to pill like king 10, king jack, king queen suited, all these hands. Ace king not going to be in there, that's just going to be a rip pre. I guess some of the time he will have hands like 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, although they become nice little 4-bet rips, cut off versus big blind when the big blind has got all the chips. And now just firing for 250 and a quick fold from Ryan. And something's going on the outer table.
There is, there's all sorts going on. What's happening?
1,000 to go in here.
Oh, we've got the action.
Sorry, yes. Okay. Now we've got action.
We have got the action.
So it's Atanas and Dooley and Johan.
885 flop, this action.
I apologise.
So Johan's all in already, Tower.
Well,
there's a side between Atanas and Dooley. So Atanas with one chip behind.
Okay. So Dooley's got what, 200,000 behind the line. Atanas has got one chip.
No him there.
Holding the one chip, it's got to go in.
We've got to count it.
1,000.
He has to call the one chip, so now there's a three-way all in.
Go down, please.
Come on, you have to show.
All in and a call. Oh.
There's Johan's in, what's he got?
King,
Queen,
queen,
king,
clubs.
suited.
Such a whistle.
Against ace king.
It is a weird spot.
Against ace king. So we could be losing Johan.
Needs a queen or running clubs. Or 5 to chop.
Chop it up, baby. What a way to survive.
This bumps all around.
Oh my days, how does that even happen?
Johan survives.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Hey. I can't enter the seniors, I'm just going to chop it up three-way. Oh dear. Brilliant.
How are we doing, Sabria? Afternoon, guys. What a sick hand to come into. Yeah, it's some run out that. They both think they're going to be chopping up Johan, and we're going to be down to 11 players. Just comes running boat on the board. Is that Cal, the dragon in the background, guys? Now, Cal busted yesterday, Stu. I don't even think Cal made the money, actually. Cal the dragon.
What's happened on Twitch?
Hey guys, you have any deal at best of luck.
No, finally the Twitch notice is sorted. He's got a notification. Come and join Tower and Jay live for a full day's coverage.
Yes, go on, son. How much did that cost you?
I'm not going to say anything, but Mum's just tuned in and she's not going to be getting any Christmas presents this year. That's how much it costs, Tower.
That's it. So the room's starting to fill. The senior starts at 1 o'clock.
The Queen 8 of Hearts of Ryan. Got the chip, so wants to be opening this one once folded to 25k. And James here on the button, King 10 off. Could go either way here. I'm just going to call. I think prefer this option, definitely one we can mix in a free bet with versus cut off opening range, but with Ryan having us covered, I think I lean more towards this decision. Just calling here with position on Ryan as the opener and going post with our King 10.
Jack, Queen, Queen.
And we got some action up and down for James Mitchell and Ryan here with the Queen 8 suited. Just going to come out firing here. That might be a board cut off versus button that we might be checking more often than betting tower. But Ryan just going to go for the 2 big blind bet just over quarter pot sizing. And James makes the call. Sorry, third pot sizing.
6 of Hearts turn.
So it just gets better and better for Mr. Spittles, turning flush drawn out with his Queen 8 of Hearts. I'm thinking about James's range here, tower. Like King Queen can be in there, Queen 10 can be in there. Queen 9 suited probably not going to be in there, and Queen 10 off probably not either. So suited Queen 10, only one combo of that. I think he'll have all 16 to start the hand of King Queen, but from our perspective as Ryan, there's only actually 4 combos left to King Queen. Ace Queen's probably going to lean more towards free bets, so we just go after here some Jack X that James is going to have, Jack 10 suited, King Jack, Ace Jack that doesn't elect a free bet, maybe even Jack 9 suited in there as well, and just start getting some value from these hands. And then hands like 10 9 suited, King 10 off, that are going to probably peel once more with position.
3 of diamonds on the river. And Ryan says I'm all in. Back over a mill, Ryan Spittles. So we have had a bit of action, but everybody who's been all in has survived, including the 3 on the outer table.
There's 4 of them. Yeah.
Afternoon, Gail. Tuned in, you see, when he told you you weren't buying a lot for Christmas.
That's why I said it. I saw I tuned in as I was saying that, because I had to pay so much money just to get my name on join Tower and Jay rather than Tower and the team. I've been here 5 years now, Tower. It's about time.
Could well do, but at home it's going to be, you get the draw or evens.
How old do you have to be for the seniors? 50. 5-0.
They play Liverpool in Jackson, Liverpool should beat Hull.
Yeah, you think it's safe to say Matt Davenport's won the MPL? You are probably correct, unless somebody wins this, Blackpool and the grand final, which has never been done. And that somebody would have to be in the top 10. Francis hasn't really changed his stack. We'll keep you updated with when we get videos from the outer table. You'll see the stacks around the room. Other than that, it'll not be till the FT that we get a full chip count of everybody. There you go, Apocalypse. I've already seen what's coming. It'll be Joe and Jay and the team soon. You know, don't worry about that. I know it's coming.
We'll go to the National League after this hand, guys, so you can have a look for those asking.
Where is it? There it is. Oh, frozen again. Look at them. Don't know why it keeps doing it. There's obviously a glitch somewhere, but we'll quickly show you that before. We see we're amazed. I can see there. We're amazed. Matt Davenport 40 out of 32. Cal, Bowsett, Andy back. All the points down there.
The funniest thing about that, the gap between 2nd and 20th is the same gap between 1st and 2nd.
Oh wow.
literally.
Literally, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the gap-
140 points.
The
Wow.
gap between second and 20th is
Good
the same
shout.
between the gap and first and second, and that just shows you how
Yeah.
Matt's done this year. It's literally incredible. He's made countless final tables, a few wins in side events, hasn't got a GUKPT main yet, but it's just been an incredible year for Mr. Davenport, and deserves that 40k
Yeah,
sponsorship
Francis
package.
is going to move himself up the league 4 or 5 spots as well, because nobody below him is in the final 12 here in Luton.
Res, 26,000. Full. And full. Yep. Yeah,
No, I don't think so. No. Anything
Early stages, Luton.
yeah, that's to be
Yeah,
open
bad.
to everyone, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
5 all-ins and all players winning.
Imagine if you lost a lead in NPL, people would win the bet now. Can I buy your points off you?
Carl's putting the scarf on Tower, he must be cold.
I won't believe it.
Full. Full.
Now the table's getting ready for the seniors. It's kicking off in 20 minutes time on the stream. It is started now in the card room, live. Late reg on that for a couple hours plus break if you do fancy coming down for the seniors, 50 plus to play that one. And then we have our side event, the Turbo, a bit later on in the day at 4 PM.
64 runners started the seniors. 64. Which ain't bad.
Just leave it with Tao in the back room. Leave it with Tao in the back room.
Full. Full. Full.
Scrolling across the bottom, the prize pool. 95,630 up top.
Res, player solid.
Blind on blind here. James just shoving the ace-9 suited for 17. Gets it through. Oh, a bit of a rail building tower. Got Bixby watching Jamie Lee, got Johnny Kelly supporting Watto, Landon Tice is there watching Johan.
Paying 5 places instead of 4.
No, I know.
10
I know most of the boosters do, but this were like 72 anyway.
The worst one is the Cheltenham. They got me paying gold places in the 6th. You work out the odds.
Yeah, they get like a 6th place or top 6 and 8th place top 8. Yeah.
Standard place code. So what they were saying, oh yeah, we can add this and add that. Then you've got to put a brand on it for the booster. And then I've got 25 quid each way, mate. It's a bit of in the shops.
Car in seat number 7. 180, 15 bigs. Gets out of the way. Round to James Mitchell. The Watto was on 3 bigs and has doubled. And now to Michael Howard. Looks like he's just making it up. Matt with the 6-2 is going to see a free flop.
Yes, I do, Mother. More than one occasion as well. I remember one night finishing a game at Christmas Eve about 5 in the morning, spinning over to 24-hour Tesco Extra in Brookfield, going there, doing a full Christmas shop for everyone, coming out about half 6 in the morning. The big 24 Extra Tesco in Chesham, if anyone knows it. Coming out at about half 6, 7 in the morning, going up to my room, wrapping all the presents, all done by 8.
Perfect man's Christmas shopping itinerary.
There's been more than years as well. Stratford in Westfield.
Brilliant.
I've just gone there on Christmas Eve. There was one Christmas Eve I had to go to Liverpool on the 24th. Hadn't done no Christmas shopping. Back down from Liverpool on the train and then done all my shopping at Stratford Shopping Centre. I'm the best Christmas Eve shopper you will ever come across, Tower, honestly. I think I'm up there with one of the greatest.
Do you have things in mind what you're buying beforehand?
Not really, no. Just get there,
well,
that'll do.
Yeah, Mum will want a broccoli and a cabbage. That'll do, very nice. Dad'll always want socks.
To be honest, the old man's the easiest. Just usually now it's just a couple of Spurs tickets for a game. It's
nice,
just easy, isn't it?
Nice.
Always happy to go see the football.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't be going to the World Cup final like you did the European Cup final.
Yeah, I won't be going to the World Cup final.
I'm just taking the old man to the final. Not this year. Qatar, 18th of December. Christmas supermarket suite.
That's basically what it was.
You just hear Dale Winton in the background. Go! The clock's ticking on Jay Harwood. You have 25 seconds. Brilliant. Matt pays him off. Matt Davenport pays him off, and he's down to 160 now, Matt. Oh, that's brilliant. Christmas supermarket suite.
Every year.
Excellent.
Queen Jack for Watto in the cut-off. Like, we can just open this one tower we want to, even potentially limp off of 17 bigs, but Watto going to fold it. And that's going to leave room for Michael to be opening here with the King 7 suited. Well, he's just asked Kari's stack actually. They're both fairly short. Could just rip this one as Michael. And there is the all-in. So it does just rip. Matt with threes, not going to be able to call this off, unfortunately. Annoying that we have to fold a pair.
Yeah.
And over to Car with a 10-8 off, not going to be able to call either. So this is a shove here for 14 bigs effective against the 2 stacks in the blinds. Suited King on the bottom, perfectly fine from Michael, just recognising stack sizes behind him and how we can open rip this spot with both players covered.
Just got back from golf shop. -1 now to watch poker and football with a couple of ciders, Tommy. What's golf shop? Just got back from golf. Full stop. Shot -1. Very nice. Shot 1 under. Very nice indeed. Where did you play, Tommy? Where did you play? Is that really? Shot 1 under. That's some going.
Full.
Best thing about our course,
Full.
no temporary greens, no temporary tee boxes, 12 months of the year.
What's a temporary green?
During the winter, they protect the greens normally, so
Yeah.
they'll the green keepers and stuff like that will like make a pretend green in front of, so you're not hitting. If you've got a 400-yard hole in the winter, it's like 340, 350, because they'll put a green in the front, so you're not using the real green, because in the winter they don't want you to spoil it. Whereas obviously we're on the coast, so it blows and it stays dry all the time. Very rarely do we get, unless we get a deluge and a proper storm, we don't really get any water on the coast.
Oh, okay. I've never seen one tower. I don't really play in the winter though, to be fair.
No, I can imagine. Yeah, most normal average courses will have temporary greens. There'll be a few real greens, but they will have temporary greens scattered around. I don't understand why I don't think this country gets that wet, to be fair, to do it. But you will find a lot of temporary greens.
He's 10 for Wattle under the gun. Like to see him just open this one tower off of 16 bigs. Wow, he's just going to fold it here, Watto. 6-handed, not opening the ace-10 off from the gun. Effective low jack in a 6-handed situation. Blind and blind between Ryan and James Mitchell, and Ryan just quickly completes the 4-3, and James with the ace-5 off here in the big blind. That one I think we can go either way with the ace in there, so might bump it up some of the time. I think checking as well. These situations, nice to check some lower suited aces though. I don't mind the raise with the offsuit variety, and just get Ryan out the way there.
Still on 12. Been playing an hour. Right, I've bought Jack 10 Seward with 13 bigs. They're in.
Res. 141. Fold. 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 And
Morning, Matthew. Watching on YouTube. Hope everybody is good.
Looks like we're heading over, guys.
What's happening?
Let's have a look.
Oh, hi.
Because we got Laurent
Lawrence
is all in.
Oh, stand up.
Well, maybe.
We've got kings against tens. Oh! Sit back down,
There's
sir.
a 10 for Atanas. Atanas must be the player at risk.
Yeah, sit back down, Atanas. Nobody wants to go home at all.
Oh, I thought that was it on the river, to be fair, and Atanas
Survives.
still in the mix, doubling up through Laurent.
It was my pick this morning, was Atanas.
Is that
14s.
Oh, we had Watto twice. Yeah, that's the fourth time now, an all-in and a call, and we have not lost one.
Yeah, well, we had 2 all-ins and a chop. So all three, the 3-way all-in on the outer table and a 2 players all-in survived. Atanas has just survived.
Get the coffee in today, guys. The
Absolutely.
way this one started.
Yeah, the structure obviously with 50 bigs as average stack, the structure just says that you don't need to get them in. You can still do the raise folding if need be. I know there's a couple of short stacks. You can see Carr's stack and Matt Davenport stack, but Matt Davenport never loses. And Carr's going to double up. That's what I feel.
Both them and Manu aren't being shown they're meant to be. That's their game. They got pushed back today because they're both the rest of the league.
Chef Brad sat at home after reffing this morning. He knocked out Laurent Bocci on Thursday and he knocked out Matt on his first bullet as well.
Oh, God, Brad.
Well done, Brad.
Shame they're both sat there, Brad, and
Yeah.
you're at home doing the Sunday dinner.
I was the reffing this morning for the kids.
25,000 full.
Yeah, any abuse from the? I can just imagine the abuse coming from the sidelines from all the families, the mums and dads. That wasn't a foul, ref Brad.
So Ryan in the hijack here, making it 25 with the A6 off, and Michael in the small, going to be continuing. I think we can go either way here. Ryan's been opening a lot, so going to take the aggressive route here and just 3-bet out the small, start playing back at him a bit, and let him know that he's going to have to tone it down a bit with opening and can't just open really wide. He's going to be met with some 3-bets some of the time.
One of the lads got a yellow card for a sarcastic clap at the end of the game.
You're booking 10-year-olds, Brad.
Unbelievable.
Really?
Unbelievable. At the end of the game as well. What was that, a £10 fine? What is it for kids? Did they get fined like they do in the Sunday League games? Yeah, yellow carded. It's actually a fine, isn't it?
That's in the box, please, mate. Just ask you right from the start. Thank you.
No, Ryan's not played as much in the last 3 or 4 years as, in fact, the last 7 or 8 years, to be fair.
Yeah, you can unshook one. I remember I used to play at that level. You obviously, the kid doesn't pay the fine, but the parents have to.
Is it right?
Yeah,
right?
well, I know red cards were definitely a fine back in when I used to play, like under 12s, under 11s, whatever it was. I know red cards were definitely a fine. I'm not sure about yellows.
£5 fine for under 10s.
There you go. There you go.
That's it. Get back home. Dad gives him a clip. Don't do it again. Where does the fine go to?
I think it's the whoever runs the league. Pay for like all the refs and stuff, I'm guessing. Our tending, you got to remember, we were only 50 minutes into the day. What, we probably played 25 hands. Like, doesn't mean anything. Sample size is way too small to even start thinking about if someone's playing too tight. Like, you could have terrible distribution over 100, 200 hands and not get dealt a hand that you can continue with. It's just been one of those situations, just not been good distribution for him, so hasn't been able to get involved, and that's what you got to do. You got to be patient and just fold and not get involved until you got a hand that you can. You're not just going to start getting involved with some trash holdings. Goes to the FA Association. There we are. Brooksy.
Thank you. Cheers, Clive.
First time I've seen Crossy on the feature table all weekend. Turns up on day 3.
It is. He was floor a couple of days, running the sides.
Done well on the floor at Goliath. He was a
Yeah.
good little floorman. Back in Cov. The mat here cut off. King 8 suited, working with 15.5. Could definitely just open this one if he wanted to. Just make it 2 bigs. Maybe even limp him. Could be on the agenda. But he's going to choose to open.
Res, 24,000. Fold. Fold. And fold. Big blind and Annie. 12 and 12.
Yes, just the 2 previous champs in the field. Ryan Spittles, Reading in 2016, and James Mitchell, Cardiff back in 2010. So they're the only 2 remaining GUKPT champions. Dooley was runner-up last year in one of the London legs. Matt's had plenty of finals, but hasn't been able to close one out.
10 seconds. Res, 24,000.
Yeah, opening off of 12.
Here's Navka.
Fold. Fold. It's like 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes to 1.
Fold.
All the seniors are now sitting down, as you can see in the background. In the background. They are all sitting down, 65 of them in the mix so far. Still 12 in the main. We're playing nearly a full level. And we've had 5 all-ins and all survive.
I reckon they should do like a refs league.
What's that?
Like, for each referee, each game they ref, they get points. And if they have a bad game, they get minus points. If they get a good game, they get more points. And then they get demoted to like the champion. They then have to referee in the championship next season. And then if they're still bad there, they go and referee in League One. And then
I've never understood why a referee's not being able to have an interview at the end of the match and explain a certain thing.
I think the refs should get judged on performance, and if they're not doing a good job, they won't be a referee for long. And I think that's the only thing that would potentially change it.
Matt, if you're watching, can you not let the other people's cards, please? Thank you.
can't do it already, oh my lord. I just can't see how they do it already, because one of the worst, in my opinion, one of the worst referees in the Premier League has been in there for years and years and years. So
who's that? I don't know him. I don't know the names of the refs.
Heads up.
Ace 4-7. Rhino C-bet this, and that will be the end of the hand. Michael won't do anything. Built his stack up to 685.
if they do, fair enough. I just can't see how they can. Or whoever's running that then needs new people running that. Who's judging the refs' performances?
I'm not sure. Apparently, hasn't announced it. I don't think so. And I haven't heard. Yeah, I haven't heard the announcement either. So we'll play 12 this hand, and I'll check after. Yeah.
Okay.
They announced it. Lines up in 2 minutes, like roughly a minute and a half to.
So the seniors is underway. The turbo starts at 4, and we are still on 12 for the main.
Yeah, I agree, Brad. Like, it obviously all subjective, and someone can have a different point of view to someone else. But some of the clear-cut ones that you see, that it's just like, how?
Well, VAR certainly hasn't helped things. Certainly ain't cleared up. Apparently, the idea of VAR was to stop all the arguing in the pubs after the match. Now they're just arguing about VAR. Strolling across the bottom.
Literally just put up now, trying to show you best of luck, everyone. You have a new deal and a new level, guys. 8, 16, 16.
So the blinds up, 8-16. Swapping dealers. Still on 12. £95,630 up top. £67,100 if you play the last hand and lose it.
Are you in this box here? This one.
Pass. Raise 35,000.
Afternoon, Barry. Barry Neville watching on Face It. Thanks very much. And when Sheffield Wednesday -2 and they only won 2-0. And Mansfield. Nice one, Barry. Good to have you on board, pal.
Cool.
$9-7-3 flop, 2 clubs.
Check. Red 30,000.
King 5 for Cart. Defended.
That will be the end of the hand facing C-bet.
Yeah.
Which we can do as Car, but get out of the way. The thing I don't get, oh my lord, is why is it the same refs that's been in the Premier League for like 4 or 5 years now? There's never any new faces. It's always the same ones.
Yeah.
That's why I just don't get how they're doing that. Give some of the lower league refs a shot.
16, mate. 16.
Or once they have a really bad game and they get told by the board or whoever, then say to them, if you have another game like that, you're refereeing Conference South next week, mate. Not that there's anything wrong with Conference South. A lot of good teams in there.
Name one.
Bishop Stortford.
Oh, he's been on the case now, that's it. He knows. You don't look past bottom 10 of the Premier League. How do you know Bishop Stortford?
I do just.
It's probably a town with a Tesco Express in here or something. So he was Christmas shopping.
All in.
Telford. Telford United.
Pass.
Telford always used to make it into like the FA Cup third round back in the day.
And Apocalypse says Anthony Taylor got suspended for a game of the season, and then his next match back was the Manchester derby. Like, it's, who makes these decisions? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Someone's had a bad game, and then you put him in charge of a massive game of the season. It's like, it just doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. We're here for the poke-up. We've got a fun day ahead, although we haven't lost one yet. I'll make this around the 11:45 finish. So, with the big blinds in play.
Yeah.
It all depends when we get to 5-handed.
Is that what you said?
So,
Is that what you worked
yeah,
out?
I reckon around then. But it depends when we get to 5-handed, as always say, Tower. It's one of those. If we get 5-handed quickly, that's going to be a lot shorter, because then we lose 20 minutes off each level.
All in. Pass. Pass.
Oh, lovely news, Kev, that. Afternoon all, just back from epic football game. The 15-year-old saved the pen with a minute to go, and then this team went down the other end and scored last kick of the game.
Yes. Pass. Pass.
Gary, I saw your mate last night leaving the casino, the one you was telling me about.
Pass.
No, I gave someone a 1% sweat.
Jack 8 of spades for Ryan on the button, going to be opening.
Call. The remaining prize pool. Get your percentage.
And called in both spots. Watto 9-7 diamonds defending, and Ryan in with a Queen Jack.
King 7-4.
Check.
Excuse me.
Okay. Check.
Well, Johnny Kelly's done some weight, hasn't he, Tower?
He has 6 stone.
Yeah, just when you're walking out.
Well, my lord's off to play golf. Where are you playing, oh my lord? Enjoy your nice afternoon round. Just get around him before it starts going dark now. Worst thing is for a golfer is when the clocks go back in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, that is Steve Watts in seat 2. Champ.
Wrekin Golf Club. Enjoy. Have a nice round. Steady walk round. Nice. 11 holes back for the footy. Yeah, plenty on this afternoon.
Matt with pocket 8s. Shoving here. His last 13.
195.
13 bigs, pocket 8, standard shove.
In again.
Pass.
And gonna get called Watto with the
Indeed.
tens.
Yep.
All in.
Matt doesn't like to hear that now. He's
Here
open.
comes Johnny Kelly.
He's open. He's open to see Ace King, Ace Queen. Steve looking through. He's like, where are you, John?
Well, he's lost his office because the seniors have started.
Oh,
All in the call. Watto built it back up. But he is in front. In front with the tens. He likes the tens today. And the ace 10 a couple of times. There we go.
and if Matt Davenport gets out of this one, Tower, if he finds running threes or running eights, I'm done for the day and you can close up. There we are. King of Hearts on the turn. And that will be that. Matt's still alive, but going to be really short. And Watto, after being down to 3 big blinds, start of the day, back up to 344k now, so 20 plus bigs for Watto. What a spin it's been for him. Feared the worst after running 7s into kings early on. Left with 3 bigs, went double, sat there quietly, found another spot to get it in with the best hand, and now right back in the mix. And Matt Davenport down to 3 big blinds. So he's where Watto was. Can he manage the spin?
Exactly right.
Always takes it in good spirit, Matt. What you always want to see at a poker table.
Yep.
Always smiling, whether winning or losing.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, but then, but butterfly effect, it wouldn't have been down the 8s. So, no,
Like, it's one thing, like when you're winning, like smiling, showing candle to your opponents, and just being a nice person at the table. When it's a completely different story when you're losing and things aren't going your way. And Matt's one of those. He'll always keep his cool, knows the job at hand, knows how the game works, and
Pass. Pass.
I think so. Pretty sure.
All in.
You know what's happening.
All in.
That way.
It's, yeah, I'm sorry now.
He's used all his time banks.
must be on the ladder.
Ten seconds.
He's like his bodyguard, Johnny Kelly, standing there over Steve, hands behind his back. Got any ID?
You're not going to hit tonight, lad, sorry. Why not? Because you're not.
He's even got the rope there and everything ready to unclip it, let someone through.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. That's 2 time banks. Save a couple of time banks, Matt.
Well, you get additional time banks at the FT. So
Yeah, you go back to 4. don't
yeah,
you?
so I don't mind this from Matt on the ladder here, just
Yeah.
seeing what's going on the outside, see if we can potentially earn some more money, but just waiting until we put our chips in.
10 seconds.
Yeah, but if he saved 2 time banks, he could do it twice.
What do you mean twice?
Well, he used 2 now and then 2.
But what happens if he busts?
He's not calling.
He has to call Tower.
He doesn't.
He's got to 1.5 big blinds and he's got the big blind in there.
He doesn't have to call.
Of course he has to call.
Doesn't have to call. Telling you.
Oh God.
Telling you.
Okay. Do you wanna one on it?
10 seconds.
That's a big amount. that's a huge amount.
Assuming the graphics right, and he does have 24k.
Yeah, so only got these.
Yeah. So he has to call. He has to call. If he's got 7 deuce off, he has to call Tower. He's got 1.5 bigs. He's in for the big blind. His ante's in the middle as well. He can not fold this spot.
I might save one.
10 seconds.
He's going to hit the 5 anyway, so I don't know why he's waiting. We all know 5's coming on the flop.
Yeah. I'll do. Yeah, I'll keep one.
He's keeping one back. Told you, he's keeping one back because he's folding.
Yeah, we're on a ladder, champ, so he's just seeing if anything happens on the outer table. He's in his right to do it. He's got all his time backs. He can use them as he pleases when he wants. Just like...
Oh, he's cold. I knew that. I knew he was doing that. I knew all along he was doing that.
Tower. Would you have folded with your 1.5 big with 7-5?
No.
So does Matt Davenport survive? Well, he's now
There's
picked
no
up a
else.
6, 5, 6 or 7.
A 5, a 6 or a 7.
Club for more outs.
There we go.
Classic Davenport.
There we go.
Just the nuts on the turn. Turns the A6 dead and the spin
Could have saved
begins.
4 time banks. We all knew it were coming.
So we saw Stevie Watts spin up from 3 big blinds. Could see Matt Davenport spin up from 1.5 potentially. That is the 6th all-in and call today, guys, and we have not lost a player. That is 6 all-in and calls and 0 bust-outs.
I think the other table were very aware that you were living. Yeah, I mean, they can outlast you, can't they?
Yeah.
They've got, if they know what you're doing, they can.
It's true. But I don't think we've got any questions anyway. So,
Pass.
not as if we've got to leave the time back.
Pass. Pass.
About 4 o'clock, Kev, will be announcing the free roll password. We've also got a big giveaway today. We've got €150 token for the main event for our Elite Series coming up in just over a week's time on Grosvenor Poker. So make sure you're tuned in throughout because we're not going to tell you when we're giving that one away. So we're just going to do it at spur of the moment. Me and Tao will be sitting here and be like, it's time for the giveaway.
Absolutely correct.
So make sure you're watching all day because
10 seconds.
any time we're going to be giving away that token and you don't want to miss it. That's a Matt here, king, 5 bigs in they go, small blind versus big blind. Just waited the full 30 seconds again.
80,000.
Raised it up to 80,000. He's left himself 8 behind the line.
It doesn't matter because cut 10-3, not going to be calling this one off.
Pass.
Now up to 128. And 8 bigs.
Would it be on golf or bridges? We don't know. That was the most ridiculous question ever yesterday. Oh, I got a question for you. It's on golf. How many litres of paint does it take to paint the 4th bridge? Golf.
I explained why. It was perfectly reasonable.
It was not. This doesn't fall under golf. It falls under bridges or whatever you want to call it. Like if you said like something on the course or the yardage of the course, I would have been far, but that
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
would have been all right.
Good shout.
Champ tube by a mile,
Yeah,
mate. Like,
absolutely.
and the thing is as well, like it's everything's in walking distance of a tube
What
station
is the best
somewhere.
way around London? Everybody will say tube. Can you buy day passes and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can get
Can
a
you?
travel card for a day, or
Yeah.
if you what they do as well now with your contactless card or even on your Apple Pay.
Yeah.
There's a cap for the day, so you can travel all around London. Just tap your phone, and you'll only be capped. I think it's like £12 or something.
Oh, right, okay.
Travel all day around London. Just tap your
Check.
contactless card or your Apple Pay.
That's a great idea.
25,000. Cool.
So when you use your Apple Pay, there's a limit per day. So every time you buzz it,
Yeah. So basically, so if you like tap in as you go through the barriers,
Yeah.
and when you tap out the other side, like it won't take anything from your account yet. It's like 30p, and then after it goes through the day, like after it hits midnight,
Yeah.
then it will see all the stations
Oh,
that you've
right,
been at
okay.
that you've been
That's a
tapping at,
great idea.
and then it will charge you, but it's capped at like I think £12 or something.
That
something
even
like
saves
that.
queuing for a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah,
idea.
so you just literally tap your phone, tap your contactless. It's
Yeah.
the easiest thing ever, Tower.
Oh, I love it. That's a great idea.
Yeah, make sure you use the same card to tap back out. Says Swag Poker.
Yeah.
And Ryan finds the boat on the river. 9. And Watto can't believe it after turning the nut flush. And Ryan finds a 4-outer on the river to make a boat. Spittles getting there. Watto weren't happy to see that.
And back down to 250. Give him one that for Watto.
Sorry guys, just missed that hand. Going a bit off track. Try and keep focused on the poker.
Thanks, Jack. Technology's moved on since Tower's working in the coal mines. I just don't go to London very often and go on the tubes more than once.
Pass. Pass.
There's still no bust outs. Hour and 20 minutes into the day.
Yep.
We've had 6 all-in and calls and not a single bust out over both tables. And Matt here, the spin is on. Going to be shoving for his 8 big blinds with the ace queen.
10 seconds. Raise.
That raises up with ace queen. Looks like about 120 again. 112.
Pass. Pass. All in.
And Matt's got action. There's James Mitchell making the call from the big blind.
And Matt's in a good position here to be doubling up.
Seconds. All in and a
And
call.
they're in. So Matt, ace queen. James Mitchell in 1 has got king queen. Matt in prime position to double again. Another all in, number 7. All in number 7.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Ross.
absolutely. Needs to fade a king. Doesn't want to see a 10 on the turn. No, it's not. We need a fade a king to double. Double up number 7, incoming. Yes, it is. Matt doubles. Afternoon, Jade. Hope you're well. Watching on Facey.
120.
And Champ, as he is heading to London, says, any ideas where to send the missus and the kids while playing poker? Depends when you're coming. Because Hyde Park have a Christmas, like they have a Christmas market, don't they? That's a nice walk round, if it's not raining.
the festivities up in Hyde Park yet, or is it a bit early?
As what?
Do they not come on November?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends when it's coming.
Yeah.
The Winter Wonderland at Hyde Park.
I'm pretty sure it. Yeah.
Oh, you're coming tomorrow. It might not be there then. If you're on your way tomorrow into London, it might not be there.
Pass. Pass.
Oldfield strikes again, eh?
Pass.
Nuts flush and turn around.
Pass.
And I'll get some chips as well. He's still calling me good.
All in.
No blind on blind. James just shoving the ace here.
Yep.
Or 13. And Watto queen 9 off. Can't see Watto calling this one.
Pass.
And James gets the shove through.
Pass.
Aces for Carr
All in.
with 10 bigs. They're in.
Pass.
He announces the lot.
Pass. Pass.
All folding. No action for the boots.
And if you go there, champ, where Razor Kev's saying, I think it's cornflakes. They do 2-for-1 tickets. So if you go into a shop with the deal on it, if you're going to the Sea Life Centre, buy a box of cornflakes, get the 2-for-1 deal off of it, and then you get get 2 tickets for 1. Yeah, to be honest, we went there when I went to London for a couple of days last week. On the last day we were going home, we didn't know what to do for a few hours, and she wanted to go to the Sea Life Centre, and she read online that on the cereal that you could go in, and she bought a box of cornflakes, get the 2-for-1 ticket.
That's brilliant. Oh, that's good.
That was only a week ago, so I'm guessing it's still just before Leeds. So
That's so funny.
So it's like £20-something a ticket. You buy the cornflakes for like £3, save yourself like 18 odd quid.
Wow, very good. The cornflakes trick.
It's one of those jumbo-sized boxos, so yeah, you will be eating cornflakes for breakfast for the next few weeks.
Yeah, but cornflake buns are great though, aren't they? Your cornflake slices.
We're on a 30-minute delay, I'll tend in.
Yep.
Raise 35,000. Pass. Pass.
So Ace from Ryan raises to 35k.
Pass.
We've got 30 minutes to go before the first break, and I have never witnessed a day 3 when we've gone through the first session without losing a player, ever, since I've been doing this. So let's see if it's going to be the first time ever that we're going to get through the first couple of hours and not lose a player.
Not one.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
Here he is. Matt's back. 15 bigs again. Ladies on the button. Like, there are a lot of hands that we're going to shove off 15 bigs from the button, but I think queens here just want to be opening right at the top of the range. Like, we'd counteract this by maybe raising some like weak offsuit kings and stuff like that, stuff we don't want to shove. And well, he's actually limped here, Matt, off of 15 with the pocket queens, and Carr is probably going to take this spot here, Tower, and he does, and it's going to work a treat, Matt.
Wowzers.
I think if he opened, we get the same result, but here we go. Queens for Matt, King Jack of Spades for Carl. Not been his day so far, hasn't really been dealt much. I think this is the best hand that we've seen him wake up with, and now takes his spot and runs straight into it. And who's got money on Matt Davenport to start the day?
Yeah. All in number 8. Needs a spade on the turn or a king, a jack for extra outs. And it's not, we're down to a king. Or we lose one. 90 minutes in. And it's an ace on the river. So Carr Tang has been eliminated in 12th place. First elimination after 90 minutes.
Yeah. Unlucky for Carr, not much went his way today. He did have the boots, yeah, cheers Al10, I forgot about that. Didn't get any action, did he? Just open ripped. And then taking his spot there with the King Jack suited. Unlucky for Carr. Fist bumps all round, looks disappointed, but still a half decent payday for him. Yeah, of course he does, Al10. I think he shoves over a Matt button open anyway. And like, we need some strong limps on the button off that stack size if we are going to mix in some limps with like some 7-8 suited, some hands like that we want to limp button with off that stack size. We need to balance that by obviously having some stronger limps as well. It's just unfortunate there for Carr, but finally lost one. Ali law.
Ali law. Good luck to all you football fans out there with all the games going on a Sunday afternoon now.
So Matt was down to 1.5 bigs. Steve Watts was down to 3 bigs.
Yep.
And now Matt Davenport is sitting there with around, I think, 30 bigs now, Tower. Just like that. It's unbelievable how quickly it can change. People that had money on Matt this morning, see him lose that pot, sat there with 1.5 big blinds, but now he's just span it back up and he's involved again. There we are, 27 big blinds.
Yeah.
So much to work with now on this structure from Matt Davenport.
From 1.5 bigs. Fantastic. So 90 minutes in, we lose one. 90 minutes in. Here's 5 for Matt. Now we can open. This is exactly what he's just done. So we lose one in the first session. So it's still not happened. We've got a full session.
That's definitely the closest we've ever come, though, Tower.
Absolutely.
Get the number updated.
We're on 11.
No, not the final 5, Jimmy. This is the final 11. Top right
Absolutely.
of your screen. We've got 2 tables left.
Yep. Lost one player in 90 minutes. 8 all-ins, and the 8th was an eventual exit.
So we've got another way, Tower. We'd be down to 3.
Huh? Yeah.
Could have been down to 3 players.
Yeah.
Matt the King will win. Says Jimmy, still not got a GUKP title, Matt. He's got countless side event wins and
And if you'd been watching 15 minutes ago when he had 1.5 big blinds,
yeah,
you'd have
literally.
been saying, good game, Matt.
It's down to 24k. 1.5 bigs, and he span it up.
But it just goes to show every time Jay says, I'd love him to find a limp when he got a monster. Love him to find a limp when he got a monster. And he did. Found the limp with the queens and got Carter to put all his chips in.
I could have still opened them off of just over 15 on the button. But like I say, it's one of those situations off of 15, like if we've got ace, king, ace, queen button, we're just going to probably shove, king, queen, shove, like all those type of hands, most pairs shove, so it does sort of polarise our range when we do start opening off of that stack size. Usually a lot of the time, either the nutted hands or just the hands we're trying to steal blinds and ante with. 1-0 to Chelsea, says Apocalypse. Against the Villa.
Against the Villa.
Was it Algie Bangerman?
Yeah, Algie Bangerman, he's the man. He's the main man for Chelsea, Algie Bangerman.
They're poker rats. Nah, big ones.
Here he is again. Aces this time.
Beautiful.
Raising take from Matt. No action with the boots.
There you go.
Oh, you're a star. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jez.
Beautiful. Delivery of a delicious coffee. Are we on telly? No.
We're not.
Would have showed you the coffee. Keith Splash, yes I am. I'll send you the message. Already sorted something out with Tom Gill and Johnny Scott. So I think Friday's available at the minute. Doing the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll be in touch. Now they send us a message on social somewhere and we'll sort something out. I'll DM you on Twitter. It'll be Wednesday, whatever Wednesday is next week. Not next week, the week after. 10 days time. I'll be travelling up. And I might even stay for the old game at the Maybury on the Friday night.
Oh, at that, guys.
Yes.
Get yourself down to the
Yes,
Maybury.
the
in
numbers
a few Fridays'
will
time. They'll be queuing out the door.
2 Fridays time, I'll be up in the Maybury playing the Friday night game. That's what we're going to do. And we'll have a couple of iron brews.
Vodka and iron brew.
So 20 minutes to go until the end of the first sesh. Lost one.
When we come back after the break, we will get the 6 players on the outer over here on the feature. We've got Lorenk over there, Johan, Francis, Atanas, Dooley and Jamie Lee. The 6 remaining on the outer table. 9-handed final when we get there. And this is what we're playing for, £95,630 up top, plus a trophy and title of GUKPT champion Luton 2022.
Indeed.
So Matt's had aces, he's had queens, and he's had tens in the space of an orbit tower.
Yeah, there's Queen.
And that is at the top of the distribution tree, I tell you that. And Matt making it 50 over 3 exit. And Ryan just letting the 5-3 off go.
You want to see the hands again? I've had aces, tens. I just done tens.
If you do fancy a game between now and Blackpool. Oh, look at that face. We need to change that. Get us off telly. What we got here? What's happening? We're around the bottom. We're in Luton. We've got Coventry G400, a 25-25 London, Manchester Bury New Road, Deep Stack in Sheff, and then Blackpool. We'll show you that when we can actually talk without being freezed up. We've been frozen a lot in Coventry, in Luton.
Watto in here for 9 bigs with the ace jack. Gets it through. Stay out top. Johnny, I'm all in.
Johnny's had to move to the back for the spare table. He's been doing some spreadsheet work this morning. Been in the office. Every time he shouts, so Watto's got him doing steps. Who's Tamari? Who's Dyer? Well, he plays for Tottenham, doesn't he? Yeah, he's awful.
One of the best centre-backs in the Premier League at the moment, I think, the way he's playing. He's playing unbelievable this season. Best I've ever seen him play. I think one of the best at the moment, the way he's playing. He's hit a real patch of form, Dyer. I think the best he's ever been.
His name says it all. Right, with 4s this time.
And tomorrow is a bit of a thing, isn't it? It's completely different plan in the Italian league.
I don't know who he is.
He's centre half for AC Milan. I think he's only early 20s, but starts for AC Milan at centre half. English blood.
Right.
Lad. Yeah, so. That opening in the cut-off. And Ryan choosing the King 10 here to 3-bet to 95. Don't mind this at all from Ryan here. Nice one to mix into the 3-bet range versus a player with over 30 bigs and having him covered here. Like Ryan's choice to just go after it here versus Matt Davenport. But Matt Davenport not insta-folded. And moves all in, finds the 4-bet rip with the pocket fours. Mr. Davenport spun the 1.5 bigs up and just knows there that Ryan's just going to be free betting a whole host of hands versus his stack size here. And with the chip lead, having him covered, just using one of these small pairs to 4-bet rip as a bluff potentially, can fold out hands like 5s, 6s, 7s. And then times that Ryan calls will still be in a flip situation a lot of the time. So,
wowzers from Matt.
Nice play from Matt. 4-bet ripping the 4s, not letting Ryan push him about.
40 bigs plus now from Matt Davenport from 1.5. George Robinson on YouTube says there's a power cut of the Leeds Arsenal game. Yeah, a power cut. Wait till we're on limited usage during the winter. Oh, there'll be no floodlit football.
Tomorrow's nearly 25 now, says Apocalypse. Probably one of England's best defence. You say that, Apocalypse, but the Italian league's a completely different league, ain't it? To such a slow pace of the game.
It's like playing chess.
Yeah, there we go. Like playing chess.
It is. It's like watching chess, watching Italian football.
It's just a completely different league, I think, and I think the Premier League's a lot more fast and furious and played at a higher pace.
I was watching Span play chess when he was playing poker the other day. He's supernova at chess. Span. He's in the top 5% of the country.
Supernova?
Yeah, whatever it is. It's for proper elite chess online.
Chess is just usually rated by your ELO, and so you get a rating. Like,
yeah, well, he's in top 5%.
Top 5%. He must be like.
He's incredible.
What, like over 2,000 rating? I'm guessing Mr. Spand is then.
That's it. That's what he's got. He's got an over 2,000 rating.
Because then, when you do get really good, you get like titles. You get like FIDE Master, International Master, and then obviously at the top of the tree, the Grand Master.
Yeah, he is good. Triple nipple, you're not wrong. Matt will become chip leader from his 1.5 bigs, and he nearly is. So we're heading to the break. After one full session, we have lost one player.
Michael on the button here. Expect him to open the Queen 10 off once folded to.
Will Meister, you're not wrong. We knew it was going to be 60 bigs effective, everybody. 60 bigs average stack. Yesterday we lost player after player after player. We slowed down last night actually, the last two levels I think we only lost 2. So when you get to the last 2 tables and the blinds are so big and obviously the better players are making the final 2 tables, there was no rash decisions. Apart from Francis with the 3-4 and the 2-3, that was about it.
The King Queen yesterday, that was beautiful as well, Tower.
So 7, 8, 10 flop, top pair for Michael and Matt.
Yeah, a little bit going on here. We got
Matt
Matt
down draw for Matt Davenport.
deciding to donk here out of the small blind after Michael open button. Guess this is a board we are going to have a lot on here as Matt hands like Jack 9 suited, 10 8 suited, 7 8 suited, all going to be in there. Sets of 7s and 8s. Although that might free bet versus the button open here from the small, but Jack 9 suited definitely going to be in there. 10 8 suited, 7 8 suited, 10 7 suited maybe as well. But Matt here with the top pair and the up and down. Gets called in both spots. And it turns the 2 pair. However, Ryan turning the straight now. Dummy end, so isn't going to feel too comfortable here. I think this is just always going to check through 3-way tower. I think with each player's holdings here, none of them are going to be too inclined to bet this board now. Matt out of position, knowing getting called in 2 spots. Both Ryan and button range still can plausibly have a lot of suited hands. But looks like Matt is actually going to fire here. I'm really surprised to see this from him.
65k.
And it's going to get Ryan off of the straight. Ryan letting the 6-5 go. Dummy end of the straight, just giving Matt Davenport instant credit for a flush or a jack high straight there. So fair play to Matt in a spot that I thought was just going to be a pure check. He finds the bet with top 2, gets the straight to fold.
And he's up to now on 900,000.
I think we can go either way, Jim. I think it's fine, obviously, to free bet some of the time versus button open from the small, but flatten's going to be fine as well. And I think with what stack depths we're at now, Matt and Michael, 30 plus bigs deep, and Ryan obviously having us covered, I don't mind the decision from Matt to just flat there with the 10-9 suited. Just because Mike's starting to be at the hand with 30 bigs, Ryan having us covered as well behind. So I think flatten's fine. Obviously can free bet at this stage. I'm not sure of the stacks on the outer table. The only short stack here is Watto, after we did lose Cart about 10 minutes ago. Under the gun here, Michael 8-10 wants to be opening this one. No, John Cooper. We're talking to people on Twitch. We're not talking to ourselves. So we have 3 platforms which we have the chat boxes for. We have YouTube, which you're on right now. We have Twitch, and we have Facebook, and all those 3 chat boxes are collated into one for us, so we can see everyone that's chatting to us, whether it's from YouTube, Twitch or Facebook. So there's 3 separate chat boxes, so you'll only see the YouTube comments, but Tower and I will see all the comments from each different platform.
Yeah, we do try to read the questions out when we answer anything.
All in call.
All in a call. Watto chancing a doubling up off Ryan Spittles.
And this is just
all in number 9.
a sick cooler, 5-handed Tower. It's pretty brutal.
Absolute sick cooler. Watto doesn't want to see what I always say. He does not want to see what I always say. Everybody on the table is like, Watto is all in with the kings. He doesn't see it. 8-9 deuce. Big chance to double up. Needs to fade the Barry. And does.
Fake ace.
He shouted to Johnny, "I'm all in, Johnny!" Johnny come running over to see
I can't win or lose.
what's all doubling up to 20 bigs.
Yeah, Matt versus Watto heads up. The battle of the spin-up stacks.
Not yet.
It'd be like 50 big deep though. When you said you don't want either, you like to get like 4 big. You get me fresh.
So Watto doubles to 336 and 21 big blinds. Break in 3 or 4 minutes.
There's 35,000.
It's 9 all-ins and call now and 1 bust out.
Yep.
In Leeds, it was the other way round. It was at Leeds a week and a half ago.
Yep. We're on the FT by this time.
Yeah, we literally was. We come back with 17, I think we did today.
We did, yeah, we did. We're on the FT and just at the start of the second session. Just shows you. Everybody says, oh, there's only 12 left, we'll be done for 2. Just shows the fact that it's a structure as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
For the players.
Yeah. Especially like you said, once you get to this stage, like you haven't, it's the players that know what they're doing that are left in, well, most of the time.
Yeah.
It's a decent percentage of the field left of players that are competent, know what they're up to, aren't just going to blast their stack off or get it in light, understanding how close they are to some big money. 95,000 up top for this one. And we'll get the comms cam fixed as well, guys.
We will. You'll see, be able to see our ugly mugs.
We've got probably 2 more hands, this and 1 more. Matt completing in the small blind, Ryan in the big is going to attack this complete. Raises it up, and just a quick fold from Matt Davenport. One going away of Ryan Spittles. And last hand for us of the session. And then we're going to be on a 15-minute break. Are we back? We are back.
Do you think it's the last hand?
Yeah, we started on time today, and we have just under a minute and a half before half past, so I'm assuming if we go post-flop, this will be the last hand for us for the session. Frankie just letting them know we're going to have a rotation of the features when we return. Yep.
When the series is on,
No, it happened to me one time. I felt it was being followed, and then stepped back and went
I'd say getting to my hotel last night was pretty
Interesting. First session. 1 elimination, 9 all-ins.
worst place, fucking insane.
And then
9.
like, after all these fitness guys,
How many's in the old chap, the old people's comp? So we will look.
A lot. I saw it was about
Was there?
8 or 9 tables, I think, out there, Tower.
98.
98.
98. So popular. They are so popular. I said between 80 and 100. And I said 80 in the turbo. I think we could be more.
Oh, we've got 20 seconds.
Here we go. Get him in. Last hand. It has been intriguing. It has been intriguing. Lauren Bocci having to wander around. He'll be on the feature table next. We'll reverse the tables, so we'll see Francis. We will see Francis on the feature. Ladies and men, you're going to break after this hand, says Mr. Frankie. Ace 10 for Matt this time. Motto's had ace 10 4 times this session. Gets out of the way.
We're on a 15-minute
That
break.
is it. What a session. 9 all-ins, 1 elimination. We'll see you, reverse the tables, and we'll see you back in 15. So good to see Carl back at the tables, one of the Thanet boys. Ryan Spittle raises to 8. Harry with the pocket 5s. Who's going to make the call? Jess could feasibly come in with the old Jack 8. Yes, she does. Which will bring in the small big blind.
Yeah, Simon not folding this one. Suited King getting this price, closing the action in. It goes 4-way to the flop.
Yep.
Ryan with the betting lead.
Oh, we flop a set.
Yeah, and Ryan's flopped the straight flush draw tower, so this is action time. Ryan with the 8-6 of diamonds on an ace high board. Great flop for us once opening in the cut-off. Not only have we flopped the straight flush draw in terms of range, going to be better for us. And Harry here with his set of 5s, like it. Just going to flatten position. Don't want to set off any alarm bells. If Ryan's got a hand like ace king, ace queen, we've got that drawing dead to runners.
Quadzillas, baby! Quadzilla, baby! Woo woo! Am I getting the chips off Ryan? Woo woo! Oh, just I look down again. Yep, there are definitely 2 5s here. No, there's 2 5s on the board.
So Ryan
That's
firing
4
again.
5s.
Maybe just trying to fold out some weak ace X, some suited ace X that Harry can have here. As well as that 9X is going to have a hard time calling a double barrel, and obviously Harry flattened in position. Going to try and get the max on the river with
So
a
there's
shove.
1 out.
7 of diamonds is straight flush.
Oh, he thought he got it, done it! No! What's this dealer done?
Where's the bad beat jackpot in the tournament? No way!
£245,000!
That is incredible. I've never seen this tower on stream. Quads over straight flush. This is a setup of all setups.
Oh!
No
All
way.
in. Harry can't wait to turn him over!
No way. Quads
Oh
V
my
straight
God!
flush.
Look at the table!
Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. That we'll never see that again.
Ludo says I never take pictures at poker table. I'm taking a picture.
We will never see that again on stream. To get that hand here on stream. Look at the cameras, they're all out.
Oh my God.
Quads over straight flush on stream.
Somebody go and get Jim. Ask him if they have a bad beat jackpot for
Imagine, imagine that on the
GUKPT.
imagine that on a cash table.
Oh,
That is gonna be
wow.
wow.
Right, that's the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Oh my days.
Wow, wow, wow. Just speechless. How does that even happen?
Hurricane again says, get me a pint. Oh my days. Wow.
I just can't believe it.
Wowzers, wowzers.
Oh, stuff we live for on stream. It's something we'll probably never ever see again. Over the years, the chances of that happen are astronomical, and to actually get it on our featured table. How'd you go out? Oh yeah, had quads. No good. And if there's a story to tell, that is a story for the ages.
I don't even mind listening to that one.
So Carl, Queen 10, 9, 7, pocket 8s with 1 suit. Gary with double suited kings, although the cards working with it aren't the most attractive, but still going to come along on the button with position on Carl. Mitch is in the big blind, and Mo here with ace king jack 5 3-3 closing the action. Oh no, he's not, he's got nil on the 50 behind him, my mistake. Oh, is Mo just going to put it in here with all this dead money out there? He's just going to flat, and Neil is going to pot it because Neil has got triple suited aces here. Queen 9 6 deuce makes it 1.2, and Carl's going to give him the spin here.
Absolutely, that's a great board. 7 8 8 9 10 queen,
and Gary good enough to fold kings now tower. This just becomes an easy fold with pocket kings here for Gary, I think.
Double suited?
Yeah, they're double suited, but the thing is, like against ace of spades, ace six of diamonds out there, obviously bad reverse implied odds. The deuces, the times that we flop a set of deuces, we're not really going to be in love with our hand, whatever the board. So basically, call in to hope for a king here as Gary, and I think he'll come to the correct decision to let this one go. As well as that, obviously 4 spades in our hand, less likely to make a flush. But maybe the nil factor is what's doing it here for Gary. Maybe thinking nil, not necessarily going to have aces in this spot. However, usually in a
Mitch has
scenario,
put a lot in for 3.4. More snap called. Neil's never folding. Not ever.
What is going on here? Mitch can't have anything. Kings he can't have. Aces he can't have. Queen Jack 10 9 8 7 rundown's unlikely because Carl's blocking that. What on earth has Mitch got tower?
Spread your cards, Mitch. Because Neil's never folding, and now Carl is thinking, what's happening here? I've got a call. He calls. Gary, is he a family all in?
Oh, he's asking for a count. This is one
3-3.
Yeah, this is one of the other problems with obviously flatting the kings. We're not closing the action behind, and now we've probably got a call getting this price on the call.
Absolutely. 5 all ins.
6 to 1.
We're talking a 15k pot going on.
It's going to be a biggie tower, I'll tell you that. And Carl and Gary still going to have betting on the side. Good luck, Sean, sorting this one out. Pray for the dealer tower. That's what I'm going to say when this all goes in.
I mean, I'd still like to know what Mitch has got.
Yeah, it just don't make sense to me because obviously he can't have aces, he can't have kings.
He's just took a picture of them for his fans.
I reckon he's going to have Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack, 10, 10. We'll go with that.
Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack, 10, 10.
I'm going on the dead cards tower, but the fact that he's taking a picture as well, I'm guessing it's a hand he's not going to have too often. So Carl and Gary both just getting the lot in.
He can't have kings. He could have queens.
Yeah, Queen.
You could have jacks.
Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack, 10, 10. Something like that for Mitch.
Spread him, Mitch.
Maybe with the ace of spades in there.
There we go.
He's got the King, Queen,
10,
Jack, 10,
Queen,
6, 7.
There we go. 6, 7, 10, Jack, Queen, King.
Having a little gamble. Neither his suits lives. Heart's not working for him. Diamond's not working for him. So Mitch going to need a miracle here.
Good luck, Sean.
Oh, he's got 3 suits here, Mitch, to be fair to him. He's got the Shablammer.
The Shlabama, I do like that word. So we have a 5-way all-in, 15k pot, and it's 4, 5, 9. There is a side betting, because we've got 2 people still with money. It's checked. 10 on the turn.
Yeah, that's a massive turn card for Mitch now, Tower. He has got the super wrap here. Any 6 through king that doesn't pair the board and isn't the club is going to give him the nuts. 9 on the river. Who's got the 9?
Who's got the 10s?
Does someone have 10s? Carl's got
10-9
10-9 for Carl Shaw.
Carl Shaw, baby and gentlemen.
He's going to scoop the lot. 21.5k pot.
Whoa.
Going the way of Carl. Phelps the entire table, but Mark and Carl is just up to 21.9k, just like that. And the 10-9 does it.
Wow.
On the end there.
Well, if nobody pulls up, we've done.
There we go. There we go. That could be it, guys.
He's felting everybody.
Oh.
Wow, Carl Shaw. 10-9. It comes 10-9, turning river. Wow. What a game. Well done to the dealer. Big round of applause, please.
It's just
for
Kelly,
Sean.
Kelly and Mark weren't in that one. Well, it shouldn't be too hard, Tao, because I think Carl's got everyone covered. So
Yeah.
it's not. It's just everyone give Carl their chips. I think that's how this is going to go. I think everyone's just going to be giving Carl Shaw money.
A brand new trick, never been done before, just for the Goliath. Here we go. Right. Do you ever wonder what cards look like before they've left the factory? All right. Before they've been printed on, they look a little bit like this. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a trick. What did you say your name was? John. Can you help me with the trick? Okay. So stick closer. Stick closer. Okay. You're gonna help with the trick. I'm going to give you this card, John. Okay. That's yours for me. All right. John, what I want you to do is just call out stop anywhere. Just here, I put the card on top. Perfect. All these cards are printed. These are already printed, and you found one card that's obviously printed. It's obviously a printed card. It's out of a printed deck. The important thing is that it's random. Is the ink a little bit wet there? You feel a bit moist? Just say yes. Yeah. Yes. Why are you lying? All right. If I take the ink, because it's a little bit wet, if we place it here like this. Now that's how you print the backs. This is how they print the faces. You actually take the face of the card and print it here like this. The problem is, it's a mirror image, so you can't play with that card. To actually get it to work, you have to take the mirror card, you press the mirror card, and that's when you print a proper one like this, okay? Now here's the scary thing, is if the ink's actually wet, because you said it was wet, right? Say yes, sure, yeah. Right, you take the wet ink right here, and then you pick up a real card, like this, and then you get a face on the back. I don't even know how that happens. Check it out, if I take this one, you can even print the corners like this as well. I don't know how the corner gets on there. This is incredible, this one. If you actually take the card, and let's take where's the mirror card? Here. Take the mirror card like this. But it's still a little bit wet. You actually see how it smudges just here like this. One more time, if you take the card, this is my favourite one, so you print it like this, you take the card, you spin it round, and actually have this whirly pattern on it just like that. What you must never do is take the mirror card, squeeze too hard and shake, because then all the pips go down to the bottom.
Have you seen that hand tower?
No.
Oh, it's sicko hand. from
No,
the
I
old
didn't
band,
go.
the
I didn't go home and rewatch everything Patrick Antonius has done on telly. Sorry about
Who would do that, Phil?
that. Who would do that, eh?
Katie, I was starstruck. Honestly, I was.
I would never have known. When you told me outside, I didn't believe you, to be honest.
Yeah, no, Katie was going, yeah, all right, yeah, all right. And I went, no, Patrick Antonius is here. She was like, yeah.
It
Good one,
really
Jay.
was lacking sleep this way. I thought, oh, Jay has lost the plot.
You thought he was in the middle of the desert with no water, did you?
No, I just thought maybe there was like someone who looked like him. Do you know what I mean? And like Jay was like making out and just winding me up.
It was a real deal.
It was actually him, yeah.
And some joker interviewed him as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It must have been quite surreal for him as well, to be fair.
I think yeah,
I
Phil.
thought he was tripping.
So we got
I probably
serious.
thought I've done some interviews in my time, but blimey.
Yeah, you got to be joking here.
It would have been good if he'd played. He didn't play, did he?
Wow, look at this for a hand. Flops the straight, flops the set, 2 overs and a flush draw for Keith. This is all going in. Why is Ian slow rolling here? What are we doing here? We flopped the straight out of the...
You can't fold.
What are we thinking
What's there to
about?
think
You
about?
can't fold.
What's he
You
doing?
Oh, ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen.
no, this...
What is happening?
Do you think he may have misread? He may have misread his cards and thought he had a
No
pair and a straight draw or
way.
something. Like, that's the only reason
Wow.
you're thinking about it.
This is a grim
Wow.
one for the fours, because as soon as Ian starts tanking, the fours know they got the best hand. Well, they think they got the best hand now. And well, no,
You can't
no,
fold.
don't fold.
Don't
Ian.
ever fold,
Do not
please.
fold.
Never,
Ian.
ever,
Please
ever,
don't fold.
ever,
Ian.
ever fold.
Please don't
Ever.
let this go in.
I think
Please,
he's master
please
of
I'm
don't
off my
fold.
dinner if I fold.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh man.
No.
Does he just put him on 5'8"?
He's not going to let it. How can he have 5'8"? It keeps opened under the gun. He's neither the small blind or under the gun range has 5'8" in it. We got the effective nuts here.
Maybe he knows he's going to.
We got the nuts.
And he's got both stacks covered.
We got the nuts. Ian.
Wow.
Ian.
What are we up to here? This is crazy stuff.
Whichever way it goes, he's going on the highlight reel.
Oh well.
Blimey, I hope you have him on my team as well.
What on earth is going on here?
He's entering slow roll territory.
He's asked for a count.
He's been in the tank for like 2 minutes now. Like it's.
Oh.
This is grim for Sirius as well, because Sirius is just going to think he's got the best hand always here. Under the gun's never got 7. Well, he can have 7s or 6s, but not the way. It's very unlikely. So the 4s just think they're good here, like up against an overpair and maybe a flush draw that Ian has here. So it's grim for Sirius this, because it's gonna. I can't wait to see his face when Ian eventually calls, because he's not folding here.
What? I don't understand. I'm on 3 hands after.
What on earth is this?
Is this feature table Hollywood?
My God.
You can't speak in a multi-way pot, says the dealer. No way, man.
What on earth is going on here?
Does he want
Has he looked back at his hand?
Does he want to ask a friend?
He's read his hand, isn't he? To be thinking about it yourself.
Is he going to fold?
No.
Oh my
He's
God!
What? No way!
My word!
That is crazy stuff.
Oh my word!
What on earth is going on?
Has just happened?
He's flopped the straight and he's folded
He's flopped the straight, and
wow, would have got the lot. Would have got the lot. Wow, what a hand, guys. That's got to be hand of the tournament so far. Wow. How do we fold? Look at his head, he's disgusted. You can tell
It wasn't even the effective stack either. Like he had both of them covered.
Wow.
Sirius has had a bit of a save there, hasn't he?
Yeah, but as soon as he takes 2 minutes, we think we've got the best hand anywhere, Sirius. But wow, I have seen it all now on the live stream, and what a hand for me and Tao to close off on, because.
so good to see Carl back at the tables, one of the Thanet boys.
Yeah, black ones are 100 and less. Hey, man, you happy that is 600k? That is 6 for 100k. Thank you very much. Thank you. Frankie?
And he's back again. Here he is, ready to play the turbo. We're just going to do a little bit of comms first. Thanks, Andrew.
Pleasure.
How are you?
Oh, I'm alright.
Sleep well?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good lad. Good lad. You're going to play the turbo at 4 o'clock, so you're going to do an hour with us. So we'll have 30 minutes with this old stick, and then Jay will be in for the second 30. So we are back, and we have got Lauren Bocci in seat number 2, Johan Schultz in seat number 3. How many's Johan got? 85,000. Francis has got 1.6 mil, and the dark blue chips stroke black are the 100k chips. Atanas Pavlov is there. He's fighting on with 390. Dooley's got 280, and Jamie Lee has got 1,365,000. So we're now swapped tables. We've had 9 all-ins. We've had 1 elimination. We've had 8 survivals in the first session. We could have been down to 4 players. we could have been heads up in an hour's time. It's one of those days. It is literally one of those days. So we're still on 11. We've flipped the tables off, and now we're going to be entertained by these. We're just about ready. The blinds are going to be 10,000, 20,000, and away we go. So we're off. We are off. Any questions for Mr. Andy Hills? Fire away.
Tell you what, it's a little brutal when you see sort of the late day 2 chip count / early day 3 chip count. See someone that's got fewer chips than I had at the end of day 1 and didn't make the money.
I know.
I mean, it happens, of course.
Yeah. When you did the last session with us yesterday, these are obviously still the same 11 players because we've not since
no redraw
since 10 p.m. last night. We've lost 3 players, and that's it. So it's more or less the same. So what do we expect from Francis now?
Expect carnage.
Andy saw you played in the Spanish Poker Festival. You've been tempted to go yourself. Is it worth going, says J.H. Lee?
Yes, it was good. You know, I like that it was a kind of sweet spot for buy-ins. You know, I think it was a 500 main event, which is I like playing sort of 500-ish, something between a 500 and 1,000 for a main event. When you get to much higher buy-ins, you often get more regs, kind of touring regs will travel to an event.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good if you can get to it. Playing in France next week.
Oh, lovely. What's on there?
Flying tomorrow.
Where is it?
It's a Texas Poker event. I've played a few of their events before. Again, same thing, like kind of a 500 main event, 1K high roller.
Lovely.
Yeah. It's near Bordeaux.
Beautiful. Good luck when you go there.
Thank you. So we've already got some action. An open with Ace Jack. Now a dominated hand has 3-bet, but I mean Jamie could end up winning this through raw aggression because Ace Jack is going to be quite marginal in this spot.
You like me more now?
We can see that he's got the best hand by a long margin, but it's a really tough spot. I feel like Ace Queen and Ace King, of course people will just draw a line in the sand and go, well, you know, if you've got it, you got it. You stick it in with the Ace Queen. So this is down to your opponent. How wide do you think Jamie is 3-betting here? But it does look strong at the open, Ace Jack off that stack size. So I'm not at all surprised to see him raise fold there.
Yeah.
It's the power of the 3-bet.
It is indeed. So the EPT with you being in France, are you coming back for any of the EPT in London, or is it?
No, I'm not bothered about that. I do like some EPTs, but I wouldn't personally. The London one wouldn't be my pick.
No. And obviously nowadays as well, it's obviously going to be the expenses that you poker players always. Nobody thinks about that little bit. The buy-in, you can swap a little bit of the buy-ins and stuff like that. But then you look at the prices in London for a 10-day EPT.
You have to do some serious winning to offset those expenses for sure.
You do indeed. Lauren Bocci. Do you know much about Lauren? He's played loads in England in the last 12 months. And he always seems to run pretty deep.
He was on my table for a good while on day 2.
Johan, who's been short stacked nearly all day.
Yeah, Lauren was quite unpredictable. However, talking about unpredictable.
Here's Francis.
Here comes the button open. He's verified that he has 2 cards. They're both red as well. It's probably his favourite colour. So Dooley should usually be defending, although it is quite a quite a big open. It's quite a big open.
It's a big open, and his stack is like, well, it's.
I quite like this open actually. He's made it much harder for Dooley to defend. I like that.
Make the mod enjoy yourself. He's off to the pub. Play 800 £20 rebuy. Normally gets 40 rebuys. We 8 people. Flipping heck. You're all nuts up there, you lot. Blinds 10,000, 20,000. If you just joined us, where have you been? The first session, we started with 12 and we were down to 11. We had 9 all-ins in the first session and we lost 1 player. It was mad.
10 seconds.
This isn't fun for Johan. Like, of course, we can see that with 4.5 big blinds, 4 and a bit big blinds, like any ace is going to be a profitable shove. But it slightly eats into the profit of these shoves, the ICM aspect of it. But the thing is, he's going to be the shortest by a good margin, so ICM doesn't affect him quite as strongly as it, when other people are going to be averse to busting at this stage as well.
10 seconds.
The question is seat 1 the guy? Well, that was Laurent, wasn't it?
Yes.
Who went the 3-bet? He ordered 4-bet
with his own 7 deuce. Yes,
and,
he was.
And he put Ryan Spittles to the test on the river, and Ryan made the hero call with ace high. Amazing hand.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Great call by Spittles. Boss player he is.
Yeah. Obviously, back in the day when Sky Poker was on TV, he was a regular on the chair. Nice lad. GUKPT's won before. I think it was Reading back in 2016.
3 flares. 1 is solid.
Four, 8, king.
Check. And check.
2 calls. It's not what you want. But he only had 4 and a bit big, so you just don't have fold equity.
Check. All hands just for fun, guys.
King on the turn, 5 on the river. Checked all the way down.
What does Francis have?
7, please.
Francis get him?
Has he got a 4?
Oh, he's held up in the 3-way.
Oh, Queen Jack.
Ace 7 gets the treble up.
So Johan, another one that troubles.
This is painful for Dooley.
Yeah.
Watching Johan edge ahead now. The
14
game of Russian roulette continues.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What a day in Luton so far. Over 100 runners in the seniors event, all around the room.
Oh, it's rammed in there.
It is. 4 PM. There's going to be the turbo that Andy's going to be playing.
They won't let me in either of the other ongoing events, apparently.
You did ask.
Go on. Don't you know who I think I am?
Welcome on board Luton GUKPT main event, final day. 2 tables, you can see them. One here, one directly behind them. Riley Spittle's on the right hand side. Sitting a lonely figure on that table. Everybody around has been eliminated. Steve Watts was down to 3 bigs. Matt Davenport was down to 1.5 bigs.
Wow.
And he was second in chips at the break.
Wow. He's like a cockroach, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
He's always there.
1.5 bigs. Use the time banks to perfection. Prizes scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I see Francis is sized up again on the open, so it wasn't just... oh, okay, so it is Lawrence. Oh, yeah, it was Dooley's big blind last time. Yeah, it is a different big blind, so it wasn't something he was just doing because, you know, the big blind being shallow. He seems to be doing it here as well. So, yeah, I mean, it does put a lot of pressure on sizing up on your open. Mathematically, it does mean, you know, you kind of can't steal as often, and it has to work a bit more often, but it is going to work a lot.
Pass. 10 seconds and a pass.
Oh, you should call me. What is it?
Shows him the ace jack as he scoops in the chips.
I dare say a slightly smaller open might have still got the job done there. You know, I don't know if you need to go all the way to sort of 2.7x or whatever it is to have some fold equity against the big blind. Yeah. But you know, it's it has pros and cons. It does mean you'll just take it down a little bit more often.
Raise 60,000. Pass. Pass. Pass.
He's sized up even more here. I mean,
yes, indeed.
We've seen him do the big open with the 9-6 off, but that was a button open. It's interesting that.
Ooh.
Given his frequencies, I mean, Johan could rightfully think that he's got some fold equity here, and I mean, it ain't fun. He's got 12 bigs. It's a 3 big blind open, and we have seen Francis make some very loose calls before. So maybe this. I mean, it's hard to know. The problem is, I mean, yeah, okay, he's feels like a legend now. He's flopped it, but I mean. I think you're going to lose.
Oh, there's the double. Oh, flop set of sixes. This.
I can see why against the 3x open you might fear you don't have fold equity on the push. You don't want someone to raise call 10 jack suited, for example. That's an ICM disaster. But I don't know with sixes if we get enough flops, like good flops for our hand. It's a close one.
Dead.
You know, you can't say that what a good flop is against against Francis. But anyway, it's worked out great for him.
Yeah, from 0 to hero.
Have a good afternoon, Apocalypse, watching the football, the poker, and everything else that's on TV. And I'm sure you'll tune in during the evening.
I'm over it. I'm really for now. Whoever says yeah, he's lying. I was cheerful. No. At first I didn't like, but now I'm happy. When you were short, then I wasn't happy, but now I see you. They're lying. They're lying. You know that. Well, I'm not lying. Oh, I him to be out. He's a good guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. No. Well, what I said is that
I guess he could have been thinking, I'll do a stop and go here. He could have thought the pot is now big enough with it being a 3x open. Maybe he was planning to donk bet all in, and like obviously when he hits a set, he might have planned, I'll check that, but I'll donk bet all in on a stop and go on sort of flops that look okay-ish. But I mean, you are going to get it in dead a percentage of the time there, because you just can't say that a 10 high board, hasn't hit Francis, or a 8 high board hasn't hit Francis, and you can end up getting bluffed or just making a bad fold on a board with 2 or 3 high cards, and you could have had the best hand. So it seems like you just want to put it in pre. I mean, we can see that Francis was opening a premium hand, but given his frequencies, I'm tempted to think that he has some folds pre-flop.
Francis, you get 10,000, mate.
So Johan gets his double. Another all-in. Another win. We're now 1 of 10. And Francis does a few chips in, but not too many.
Seconds.
The duel is in with the 9s.
Raise 285,000.
He's left 1 chip behind. He's not all in. Something players need to be aware of now. If they just call and turn the cards over, just be aware there might be a chip behind the line. Especially in big tournaments like this when there's a lot of money involved.
Seconds.
And duel it. Gets no action. 1.3 for Jamie. 1.3 for Francis. And you see there, Johan, right up to 27 bigs and 550k. Matt Davenport did it on the outer table, so did Steve Watts.
You can't put anything past Matt Davenport now.
No, not at all.
Unstoppable force. UK poker.
1.5 bigs to 13 chips at the break.
Pass. 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 Raise 55,000.
Raise to the 0-4-3. It's his favourite. It has to be his favourite hand. It has to be.
Yesterday we saw him defend the small blind with the 4-3 off.
10 seconds.
And he managed to win the pot by sort of overbet ripping the river with 4 high. What a guy, what a player. Well, he's got the 6 high to fold, so that's a win. So what's going to happen now? I mean, if you knew how wide he was opening, you couldn't even think of folding the Jack 10. You would basically call just a hit.
10 seconds.
I mean, Jack 10 is placed so well against the range of that he's opening, but you know, he's facing this nearly 3x open, and I guess he's asking himself, do I want to play for stacks on a board that can sort of, you know, where you get a second pair with the 10 or something, is, you know, how often am I going to get to showdown? I guess he's thinking what is my actual EV with his hand? Do I get put in a horrible spot? under great ICM pressure. So I don't know. I think if you could see the cards, you would definitely call the Jack 10. But I can also see why people might be averse. You know, they might just want to get out of his way.
Johan in the hijack, 20,000 score, gets out of the way. Now he's up to 550,000 and 25 bigs. Francis makes it 55.
Of course he does.
Keeping the pressure moves them all in. Pocket fours.
Pressure from Francis. This is. We didn't see this so much yesterday, but this is what I'm expecting more. And you know, now that there's 11 left, getting nearer the final, he's just sort of turning the screws now. I think it's excellent pressure.
So Dooley on 14, Atanas on 19. 11 players left. If you have just tuned in, good afternoon. Have you missed anything significant? We're 1 of 10 for all-ins. 1 elimination, 10 all-ins. That's been the day today. We have lost 1 player. Tang was eliminated. It has been a great day. Stevie Watts was down to 3 bigs. He doubled up and doubled up again. Matt Davenport was down to 1.5 bigs and he was 3rd in chips at the break. Run like Matt, as they say. When you go and play the turbo, just stroke his back on the way in.
Okay. Really great guys, Matt. I'm always rooting for Matt Davenport. Jamie has a good stack and he's putting the pressure on. It's good this. I like this play. Blind on blind. We can see he's got absolute junk, but this is just going to work a lot. He's made a nice, like, large open as well. He's really putting Laurent to the test. We can see that when Laurent's got 4-3, you don't need to raise that big. But I mean, he's going to get a lot of extra folds with the oversized raise, and just the ICM pressure is horrific for everyone here.
Now the password for the free roll is going to be announced at 4 o'clock. Reg for the 6 o'clock free roll. It opens at 4 until, and then we'll give it out at 4 o'clock, and then we'll all get in and play the free roll. We've also got a £150 token to give away for the bounty series, which we'll do that during the evening. Stay tuned. Hey Bernie, is that Jimmy Chung? No, it's Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee. We're all good. We've got Andy Hills for an hour, as Jay's just gone off for a bite to eat, and Andy is coming in for an hour, and then he's going to be playing the Turbo at 4 p.m. Which I think will get a lot of runners.
It's going to be a busy room. It's already busy. With
Yeah,
the seniors.
over 100 for the seniors. Brilliant to see them all turn out. Over 100.
Seconds.
So Atanas is debating whether to pile 20 bigs with pocket twos. We can actually see, because we've seen the cards, Francis has actually, even though he did open a daft hand, open the 4-3 off, actually most of the other hands have been really legitimate hands, so I mean, you can't say for sure. He's a very unpredictable guy. You can't say for sure that his range isn't like sort of strong hands with a few. Maybe he's got a favourite novelty hand, you know, maybe he's got the 4-3 as a sort of randomizer in there. But we haven't seen him open any sort of 9-7 off or, you know, Ace-2 off or King-2 suited or anything like that. It's been quite polar. But, you know, we don't know what he would have done with other hands, so you could, given just based on these frequencies, you could just think that he's opening a lot wider than just, you know, Ace-10 and stuff like that.
Yeah. There are over 100 runners in the seniors, indeed. Busy.
Check. Check.
Sneaky. The flop set.
40,000.
Easily disguised, aren't they, bottom sets? 2s, 3s and 4s.
It's just interesting what Francis... He's kind of random, is Francis. Like a more usual way to play the Ace-10 here will be to check back the turn. So I'm not sure exactly what this bet is achieving. You know, obviously a little bit of protection, but if your opponent's kind of balancing his checks, then it could be a mistake to fire just with Ace-High on the turn.
Raises to 115.
Yeah, I think
that should get rid.
Not so sure about this. I feel like you should just check call if you're going to play it that way. I don't know, just because of the unpredictability of Francis. I mean, we can see that Francis has a bet with Ace-High and has now got an easy fold. So, you know, against someone who's doing things like that, it seems like you want to check call in case they decide to bluff again on the river. But we don't know that. Like, I don't know what his thought process is there. He could be thinking, I'll just do one protection bet with Ace-High. It's not something I would do very often, but he might think I'm doing a protection bet and then check back the river. Well, if he's doing that, then yeah, you don't want to miss some value. Because it's not like you were going to get him to bluff again. Well, the question is, does Francis have other hands in his range that are doing this delayed bluff that are going to fire again on the river?
Yeah.
If there's enough of those hands, then you want to continue the slow play. See, I know, like, you know, we're saying in the chat, oh, just call, but it's difficult when you can see the cards.
Yeah.
We know what's going to happen with certain parts of the range, but what's more interesting is what would have happened with other parts of their ranges, and that's really what determines what the correct play is.
Atanas gets out of the way. Dooley looks down at Jack 3. He'll get out of the way too. Jamie Lee. Down to Lauren with the Jack 8. We'll count down another 20 seconds. Oh no, flip them straight in the muck. Johan, who's built his stack up to 500,000 with a 10-8, the one gappers.
Well, he's got a few chips now, 25 big blinds.
Is this a raise?
I think limp normally here. I don't think he's going to raise and bloat the pot against Francis. So I think he's going to limp here. and call any reasonable size raise. I don't. Oh my word! See, I don't think he's limping to fold the 10-8 suited.
Here he comes.
Good time to turn up.
Aye, aye. Johan's gone from 110 to 500.
Excellent spin. Oh, that's a massive raise. 6x with queens. Oh, you can't put anything past Francis. He has done a bet that looks like he's trying to buy fold equity. Like you would never. No one ever does that with a strong hand.
That's what I mean. He's a genius, Andy.
Why would you ever do that?
Exactly.
You can't be doing that.
That's what he thinks. He thinks no one would ever do this.
4.
You know, I would be assigning a lot of utter junk here. I would be assigning him.
A lot of offsuit aces, a lot of offsuit kings, stuff
I would
like
be
that.
assigning him some 7-3 off on the 6x ISO, I think. I really think I would be assigning him an absolute load of nonsense, as well as, you know, some ace X and maybe some ace king and so on. Wow, and it's such a big pot now with a 6x race.
130,000.
Wow.
He goes big here as
Yeah,
well.
130.
Half.
I could see him just ripping here, right? There's so much in the pot. So much in the pot. And I think you're going to have the best hand a lot here. I just think you can have the best. It's kind of like you've got this far. There's so much in the pot, and you do have the best hand enough with the 10. I just don't think. I think you have to kind of protect your equity here and just stick it in and
made the call.
Okay, he's called.
And as you can see on the outer table, something's happening. If anything there happens, we'll bring it to you. But here, we've got a beauty brewing.
See, when you run these kind of hands through solvers, I mean, obviously
Check all in.
Solvers don't do any 6x opens, but solvers don't do that much check jamming like people are sort of inclined to do on flops where they've hit a piece and they feel like the pot is big enough. Solvers actually do call with surprisingly low SPRs, and so he has kind of done a solver call on the flop.
Well,
it feels like he's not supposed to fold this.
He's now in the mix because Francis has put the triangle in. And it's now on Johan. He's got the gut shot. He's got the second pair.
You just have to be certain that you don't have the best hand to fold because of the extra equity, you know, because of all the outs you could have. You could be folding, you could be making such a big mistake by folding. You could be so far ahead.
He's made the call.
And it's hard to be absolutely crushed.
He has made the call. So Johan needs to hit a 9, an 8 or a 10 to survive, or Francis is going to take him out. It's the 3 of clubs. We have just lost Johan Schultz. But spade on the other table.
3-way all in. James Mitchell, King 10. Michael Howard, pocket 8s, and Spittles with them both covered with the ace, king of diamonds.
Set of 8s looking good at the minute. Oh!
Jack of diamonds for Ryan Spittles. Double bust out on the outer table.
Wow!
What a time to come back. 3 bust outs.
Whoa!
A few seconds.
James Mitchell 11th. Michael Howard in 10th. And Johan Schultz, as we saw, must have just bust out straight after. And while that hand was going on, and Spittles has got chunks. Oh my days, that was what a time to come back. Here he is. Here he is. Jay and the team. Not even on shot.
I'm here though.
I'll tell you what, you come back at the right time, Pon. What a triple bust out. That's 3, by the way. Well, Andy Hills, thank you very much. Because I think we're going to be on a 20-minute break. We're going to be on a 20-minute break for the final of 8, not 9, because Johan finished in 9th. So we're going to have a final table, a redraw. We'll come back in 20 minutes. So at 3:45, we will start final in Luton with 8 players. Jay, go and have a break.
Have a break, is that all right? I've been here a long time.
You've been here so long, you need a break.
I've rushed back as well. I've proper rushed back.
We will see you in 20. Good luck in the turbo.
Thank you.
Thanks for your input as always. You're an absolute star. And we'll see you for the final table of 8 in 20 minutes. Catch you then. So good to see Carl back at the tables, one of the Thanet boys. Ryan Spittle raises to 8. Harry with the pocket 5s. We're going to make the call. Jess could feasibly come in with the old Jack 8. Yes, she does. Which will bring in the small big blind.
Yeah, Simon not folding this one. Suited king getting this price, closing the action in. It goes 4-way to the flop.
Yep.
Ryan with the betting lead.
Oh, we flop a set.
Yeah, and Ryan's flopped the straight flush draw tower, so this is action time. Ryan with the 8-6 of diamonds on an ace high board. Great flop for us once opening in the cut-off. Not only have we flopped the straight flush draw in terms of range, going to be better for us. And Harry here with his set of 5s, like it. Just going to flatten position. Don't want to set off any alarm bells. If Ryan's got a hand like ace king, ace queen, we've got that drawing dead to runners.
Quadzillas, baby! Quadzilla, baby! Woo woo! Am I getting the chips off Ryan? Woo woo! Oh, just I look down again. Yep, there are definitely 2 5s here. Now there's 2 5s on the board.
So Ryan firing
That's 4
again.
5s.
Maybe just trying to fold out some weak ace X, some suited ace X that Harry can have here. As well as that 9X is going to have a hard time calling a double barrel, and obviously Harry flattened in position. Going to try and get the max on the river with a shove.
So there's 1 out.
7 of diamonds is straight flush.
Oh, he thought he got it, done it! No! What's this dealer done?
Where's the bad beat jackpot in the tournament? No way!
£245,000!
That is incredible. I've never seen this tower on stream. Quads over straight flush. This is a setup of all setups.
Oh!
No
All
way.
in. Harry can't wait to turn him over!
No way. Quads
Oh my
straight
God!
flush.
Look at the table!
Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. That we'll never see that again.
Ludo says I never take pictures at poker table. I'm taking a picture.
We will never see that again on stream. To get that hand here on stream. Look at the cameras, they're all out.
Oh my God.
Quads over straight flush on stream.
Somebody go and get Jim. Ask him if they have a bad beat jackpot for
Imagine, imagine that on the
GUKPT.
imagine that on a cash table.
Oh,
that is gonna be
wow.
Wow.
Right, that's the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Oh my days.
Wow, wow, wow. Just speechless. How does that even happen?
Hurricane says, get me a pint. Oh my days. Wow.
I just can't believe it.
Wowzers, wowzers.
Oh, stuff we live for on stream. It's something we'll probably never ever see again. Over the years, the chances of that happen are astronomical, and to actually get it on our featured table. How'd you go out? Oh yeah, had quads. No good. And if there's a story to tell, that is a story for the ages.
I don't even mind listening to that one.
So Carl, Queen 10, 9, 7, pocket 8s with 1 suit. Gary with double suited kings, although the cards working with it aren't the most attractive, but still going to come along on the button with position on Carl. Mitch is in the big blind, and Mo here with ace king jack 5 3 3 closing the action. Oh no, he's not, he's got nil on the 50 behind him, my mistake. Oh, is Mo just going to put it in here with all this dead money out there? He's just going to flat, and Neil is going to pot it because Neil has got triple suited aces here. Queen 9 6 deuce makes it 1.2, and Carl's going to give him a spin here.
Absolutely, that's a great board. 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, Queen.
And Gary good enough to fold kings now tower. This just becomes an easy fold with pocket kings here for Gary, I think.
Double suited?
Yeah, they're double suited, but the thing is, like against ace X of spades, ace X of diamonds out there, obviously bad reverse implied odds. The deuces, the times that we flop a set of deuces, we're not really going to be in love with our hand, whatever the board. So basically, call in to hope for a king here as Gary, and I think he'll come to the correct decision to let this one go. As well as that, obviously 4 spades in our hand, less likely to make a flush. But maybe the nil factor is what's doing it here for Gary. Maybe thinking nil, not necessarily going to have aces in this spot. However, usually in a
Mitch
scenario,
has put a lot in for 3.4. More snap called. Neil's never folding. Not ever.
What is going on here? Mitch can't have anything. Kings he can't have. Aces he can't have. Queen Jack 10 9 8 7 rundown's unlikely because Carl's blocking that. What on earth has Mitch got tower?
Spread your cards, Mitch. Because Neil's never folding, and now Carl is thinking, what's happening here? I've got a call. He calls. Gary, is he a family all in?
Oh, he's asking for a count. This is one
3-3.
Yeah, this is one of the other problems with obviously flatting the kings. We're not closing the action behind, and now we've probably got a call getting this price on the call.
Absolutely. 5 all in.
6 to 1.
We're talking a 15k pot going on.
It's going to be a biggie tower, I'll tell you that. And Carl and Gary still going to have betting on the side. Good luck, Sean, sorting this one out. Pray for the dealer tower. That's what I'm going to say when this all goes in.
I mean, I'd still like to know what Mitch has got.
It just don't make sense to me because obviously he can't have aces, he can't have kings.
He's just took a picture of them for his fans.
I reckon he's going to have Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack, 10, 10. We'll go with that.
Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack, 10, 10.
I'm going on the dead cards tower, but the fact that he's taking a picture as well, I'm guessing it's a hand he's not going to have too often. So Carl and Gary both just getting the lot in.
Well, he can't have kings. He could have queens.
Yeah, Queen.
You could have jacks.
Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack, 10, 10. Something like that for Mitch.
Spread him, Mitch.
Maybe with the ace of spades in there.
There we go.
He's got the King, Queen,
10,
Jack, 10,
Queen,
6, 7.
There we go. 6, 7, 10, Jack, Queen, King.
Having a little gamble. Neither his suits lives. Heart's not working for him. Diamond's not working for him. So Mitch going to need a miracle here.
Good luck, Sean.
Oh, he's got 3 suits here, Mitch, to be fair to him. He's got the Shablammer.
The Shlabama, I do like that word. So we have a 5-way all-in, 15k pot, and it's 4, 5, 9. There is a side betting, because we've got 2 people still with money. It's checked. 10 on the turn.
Yeah, that's a massive turn card for Mitch now, Tower. He has got the super wrap here. Any 6 through king that doesn't pair the board and isn't the club is going to give him the nuts. 9 on the river. Who's got the 9?
Who's got the 10s?
Does someone have 10s? Carl's got
10-9
10-9 for Carl Shaw.
Carl Shaw, baby and gentlemen.
He's going to scoop the lot. 21.5k pot.
Whoa.
Going the way of Carl. Phelps the entire table, but Mark and Carl is just up to 21.9k, just like that. And the 10-9 does it.
Wow.
On the end there.
Well, if nobody pulls up, we've done.
There we go. There we go. That could be it, guys.
He's felted everybody.
Oh.
Wow, Carl Shaw. 10-9. It comes 10-9, turn and river. Wow. What a game. Well done to the dealer. Big round of applause, please.
It's just Kelly,
Sean.
Kelly and Mark weren't in that one. Well, it shouldn't be too hard, Tao, because I think Carl's got everyone covered. So it's not. It's just everyone give Carl their chips, I think. I think that's how this is going to go. I think everyone's just going to be giving Carl Shaw money.
Goliath. Here we go. Right. Do you ever wonder what cards look like before they've left the factory? All right. Before they've been printed on, they look a little bit like this. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a trick. What did you say your name was? John. Can you help me with the trick? Okay. So stick closer. Stick closer. Okay. You're gonna help with the trick. I'm going to give you this card, John. Okay. That's yours for me. All right. John, what I want you to do is just call out stop anyway. Just here. I put the card on top. Perfect. All these cards are printed. These are already printed, and you found one card that's obviously printed. It's obviously a printed card. It's out of a printed deck. The important thing is that it's random. Is the ink a little bit wet there? You feel a bit moist? Just say yes. Yeah. Yes. Why are you lying? All right. If I take the ink, because it's a little bit wet, if we place it here like this. Now that's how you print the back. This is how they print the faces. You actually take the face of the card and print it here like this. The problem is, it's a mirror image, so you can't play with that card. To actually get it to work, you have to take the mirror card, you press the mirror card, and that's when you print a proper one like this, okay? Now here's the scary thing, if the ink's actually wet, because you said it was wet, right? Say yes, Phil, yeah. Right, you take the wet ink like here, and then you pick up a real card, like this, and then you get a face on the back. I don't even know how that happens. Check it out, if I take this one, you can even print the corners like this as well. I don't know how the corner gets on there. This is incredible, this one. If you actually take the card, and let's take where's the mirror card? Here. Take the mirror card like this. Because it's still a little bit wet. You actually see how it smudges just here like this. One more time, if you take the card, this is my favourite one, so you print it like this, you take the card, you spin it round, and actually this whirly pattern on it just like that. What you must never do is take the mirror card, squeeze too hard and shake, because then all the tips go down to the bottom. Thanks very much.
Have you seen that hand tower?
No.
Oh, it's sicko hand.
No, I didn't go home and rewatch everything Patrick Antonius has done on telly. Sorry about
Who would do that, Phil?
that. Who would do that, eh?
Katie, I was starstruck. Honestly, I was.
I would never have known. When you told me outside, I didn't believe you, to be honest.
Yeah, no, Katie was going, yeah, all right. And I went, no, Patrick Antonius is here. She was like, yeah.
I really was lacking sleep this way. I thought, oh, Jay has lost the plot.
You thought he was in the middle of the desert with no water, did you?
No, I just thought maybe there was like someone who looked like him. Do you know what I mean? And like Jay was like making out and just winding me up.
It was a real deal.
It was actually him, yeah.
And some joker interviewed him as well.
Yeah, I know.
It must have been quite surreal for him as well, to be fair.
I think you felt.
I thought he was tripping.
Unless we got
I
serious.
probably thought I've done some interviews in the time, but blimey.
Yeah, you got to be joking here.
It would have been good if he'd played. He didn't play, did he?
Wow, look at this for a hand. Flops the straight, flops the set, 2 overs and a flush draw for Keith. This is all going in. Why is Ian slow rolling here? What are we doing here? We flopped the straight out of the...
You can't fold.
What are we thinking about?
You can't fold.
What's he doing?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this...
What is happening?
Do you think he may have misread? He may have misread his cards and thought he had a
No
pair and a straight draw or
way.
something. Like, that's the only reason
Wow.
you're thinking about it.
This is a grim one for the fours, because as soon as Ian starts tanking, the fours know they got the best hand. Well, they think they got the best hand now. And well, no,
You can't
no,
fold.
don't fold.
Don't
Ian.
ever fold.
Do not
Please.
fold.
Never,
Ian.
ever,
Please
ever,
don't fold.
ever,
Ian.
ever fold.
Please don't
Ever.
let this go in.
I think
Please,
he's master
please
of
I'm
don't
off my
fold.
dinner if I fold.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh man.
No.
Does he just put him on 5-8?
He's not going to let it. How can he have 5-8? He keeps opened under the gun. He's neither the small blind or under the gun range has 5-8 in it. We got the effective nuts here.
Maybe he knows he's going to.
We got the nuts.
And he's got both stacks covered.
We got the nuts. Ian.
Wow.
Ian.
What are we up to here? This is crazy stuff.
Whichever way it goes, he's going on the highlight reel.
Oh, well.
Blimey, I hope you have him on my team as well.
What on earth is going on here?
He's entering slow rotation.
He's asked for a count.
He's been in the tank for like 2 minutes now. Like, it's.
Oh.
This is grim for Sirius as well, because Sirius is just going to think he's got the best hand always here. Under the gun's never got 7. Well, he can have 7s or 6s, but not the way. It's very unlikely. So the 4s just think they're good here, like up against an overpair and maybe a flush draw that Ian has here. So it's grim for Sirius this, because it's gonna. I can't wait to see his face when Ian eventually calls, because he's not folding here.
What? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm on 3 hands after.
What on earth is this?
Is this feature table Hollywood?
My God.
You can't speak in a multi-way pot, says the dealer. No way, man.
What on earth is going on here?
Does he want
Has he looked back at his hand?
Does he want to ask a friend?
He's read his hand, hasn't he? To be thinking about it himself.
Is he going to fold?
No.
Oh my
He's
God!
What? No way!
My word!
That is crazy stuff.
Oh my word!
What on earth is going on?
Has just happened.
He's flopped the straight and he's folded
He's flopped the straight, and
wow, would have got the lot.
Would
Would have got the lot. Wow, what a hand, guys. That's got to be hand of the tournament so far. Wow. How do we fold? Look at his head, he's disgusted. You can see
it wasn't even the effective stack either. Like he had both of them covered.
Wow.
All in. It's like that. That's class.
So you don't have to. You can never do that.
Come in a bit, Ryan. Move over a bit, mate.
They should let us know. Yeah, I'm not doing this. So.
Thank you. All in, yeah? Sometimes.
Do this one, do this. Do this again. Seat 4 there, Dilly. Okay, seat 1 we got Steve, seat 2 Lawrence, seat 3 Matt, Dooley in seat 4, Taras in seat 5, Ryan in seat 6, Tal in seat 7 and Francis seat 8. I'm here. Yes.
Okay, yeah, you were. Because these ones were too familiar.
I only have 20k at the time.
You have that there.
What's happening, mate?
Can you get a hug at least? No, just put it down. This guy. Always trouble.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, draw me a button, please, look.
Yeah.
Okay guys, well done for making the final table. Just a little information, you now all have your own all-in triangle. These are now live and a part of your stack, so if you do throw the all-in triangle forward, you will be deemed to be all-in.
Yay! We're not. Well, we're not.
When we get down to 5
We're good.
We are.
I'm back. I was back anyway for a whole 30 seconds, but
and another break.
FT,
as you can see, the FT in seat 1 is the Watto.
and 2 Laurent Bocci.
3 1.5 big blinds 2 hours ago, and now has a million chips.
Unbelievable.
1,085,000 Matt Davenport.
Yeah, they should, Tom. They should actually just set up a direct debit, Grosvenor, with Matt Davenport. Save him some money in travel and whatnot. Just debit him some money every month.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable run from Matt.
Dooley in seat 4. 6 is going to be. I don't know. This could be a double.
Yeah. Well,
I know he chopped it. Well, he chopped it, and they played one hand for the trophy, and he lost that. But Atanas Pavlov was with Antoine Sout, heads up for the high roller this week,
and he was about 98% on the flop to actually win outright, and couldn't fade the running queens.
Couldn't fade. Perfect. Queen. Unbelievable. Ryan Spittles has not chip leader, but very close, in seat number 7. Jamie Lee is on 1.3 million, but chip leader, seat number 9, Francis Oberdon, 1.7 million. Interviewed him just before he started day ones. Do you change the way you play on your when you come to the FT on the feature table? Yes, he said. I'm here to entertain. And as he is, he's on the FT.
No, I haven't got to watch much of Francis today at all because I only had the last 30 seconds that just come back. So always one of my favourites to watch, Francis. And just going to mention the seat draw as well. What a draw for Francis here. Gets trap 9 and he's got the other 2 big stacks on his direct right. So a bit of run good already for Francis. It's a lovely seat draw for him, having Jamie and Ryan on his direct right. That can be overlooked seat draws, but they are very important and very nice to be in the seat 9 with Jamie and Ryan on our direct right for Francis. And it just means Jamie and Ryan might have to play a little bit more snug. They're sitting 2nd, 3rd in chips, potential to lock up 4th place money at least with their stacks. And let's see how this one's going to play out.
Let's do it. We're on 8, not 9. I can't remember if FT started with 8 and a treble bust out.
I reckon now about 11. I'll take 11 now if you offered it to me because there's still so many chips in play. I always say it does come down to when we get 5-handed. I think that's a big factor because the clock gets reduced to 40 minutes, so 20 minutes knocked off each level. Sean Smith, we've been asked about that a lot over this weekend. We're just not giving opinions on it while we're streaming our coverage. And Dooley with the ladies, Ryan's opened under the gun, and Dooley with Queen's going to be shoving it in here, Tower, for 14. Big blinds.
Certainly looks like it.
There's the all in from Dooley. Atanas out the way, and now back to Ryan, who has snapped.
Whoa! What has he got? Ace King?
Looks like
Ace Queen?
Maybe Ace Queen as well. Ace Queen would be a snap, Ace King would be a snap. Don't think he'd snap Ace Jack. 10s, Jacks, 9s, going to call those as well. So let's see what Ryan's got. Unaware at the moment.
Ace Jack and Diamonds. Whoa, what a flop for the Ace Jack and Diamonds and Ryan Spittles.
He's running hot this tournament. And Dooley now down to 2 outs.
He needs a Queen on the river, or we have lost one and we're down to 7. And it's not, it's the 5 of clubs. Dooley, great effort, sir.
Good luck, boys.
Great effort. Good luck, boys, he says. Finishing 8th.
And Ryan finding the 3 outer twice. 2 aces on the flop there. I thought he might at least tank there with the Ace Jack. EP open shot from the small, but obviously knew, made his decision before, if Dooley was shoving, that he was going to call with the Ace Jack suited.
Yeah. £7,830.
We don't know which one.
No. He mixed it with purple.
I mean,
10, 20, 20.
you might 3-bet, you might call.
You'd probably isolate it. I don't know, it's a bit much to isolate it. I don't know. You might just decide to see.
Raise 55,000.
We've got a giveaway as well, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Which we might do very soon. Tower Thinks, I think, is what we're going to be doing today.
Oh, no. Really? Again?
80,000.
Francis bets 80,000 on the King Jack 5 flop. Yeah, it might be a golf question just like yesterday.
No, I've got a pretty nice one. You're actually going to like it. You'll like it.
Oh, right, okay.
It's on Rotherham.
What?
It's on Rotherham.
I don't know anything about Rotherham.
Well, you should do.
I know in 1988 Rotherham was the biggest town in the country not to have a cinema.
Alright, looks like I'm going to have to change the question, guys. He's on. Francis with the 8-6 off, going to take that one down. But we'll give the free roll password out at 4. I say we'll do the giveaway at 4:15. So free roll password in 10 minutes, giveaway in 25 minutes. €150 main event seat for our Elite Series, which is coming up next week. 2.5 million in guarantees for that one on Grosvenor Poker. Pocket sixes for Francis, raising to 55. And Laurent Kerr working with just sub 30 and ace queen off. So going to be continuing here. Francis with the chip lead up should be opening widest here. Everyone covered. And Laurent is just going to make the call. And Matt Davenport here with the ace king. Going to be squeezing in the cutoff here, probably around the 200k mark. Something around there, 4x after an open and a call.
What does Matt 3-bet to? 200. 200,000.
And back over to Francis here. Jamie's got an easy fold with a freeze in the big blind. And Francis can't see him continuing with the sixes tower. We've opened gun. There's a flat roller rank, and Matt's opted to squeeze. However, it is Francis. He might take a different approach. I just think with the chip lead here, don't necessarily have to peel our sixes out of position once we've opened gun. There's been a flat, and now we've got a free bet from Matt Davenport. Personally, I'd like to see a fold, but this man is very unpredictable, and time bank is being used. There we go, eventually. Gets out of the way, and now it's dicey spot for Laurent here. With the ace queen. Laurent coming in to the table 7 of 8, but now sitting there, 6 of 8, now sitting there 6 of 7. Only player shorter than him is Steve Watson. Passes the ace queen face up. Matt taps the table, says nice fold.
Yep.
And Laurent making the correct laydown.
This is what I was behind you in, yep.
Yeah, that's true. It's the Francis factor, Jack. You never know. You never know what's going to go on in that man's head. He's a very, very unpredictable customer. You got to appreciate though, Jack, the stop and go. You got to appreciate it in that 5-bet pot. No one would ever do that with a king. So Francis does it with a king. It's just genius. Honestly, I think it was some hand, a really fun hand. Ace deuce suited for Watto from under the gun. Round to Mr. Spittles on the button. Good start to the FT for him, and he's got the ace queen here. And this is interesting, these three in this little corner when it's folded to Ryan on the button. 1, 2, 3 in chips. So these lot are very deep. Once we do get to the 7 seat, Ryan, Jamie and Francis all at the top of the pack. And just raise and take for Ryan. Francis not defending the 8-5 off.
It's 5 to 4. It's 5 to 4. Are we getting out the password? Or are you waiting 4 minutes? Shall we do it after this hand? Anybody guess the password yet? Anybody? Is it GUKLUT? GUK Luton. Or is it LUTGUK? Luton GKP?
You can guess it.
No? Try and guess. Anybody in yet?
Queen 10 of hearts for Atanas here off of 17. In the hijack, we're going to just choose to open. Jamie on the button with the 10-8 of clubs here. Facing this open from Atanas. Looks like Jamie going to apply some pressure here, mixing it in with the 10-8 of clubs. 3-bet into 110. No, I don't think we're really ever going to be peeling off a 17 bigs here as Atanas, so I think it's just going to be fold here with the Queen 10 of hearts. Horrible fold in a suited Broadway. Always want to go post with these. Great playability, potential to flop some big hands. But with this 3-bet in front of us here as Atanas, I think it's just going to be the end of the hand. I know we can see he's got Jamie dominated, but he's not to know that.
No.
Against Jamie's value 3-bets, we're in pretty bad shape. Can be in dominated spots.
Use the time bank in the decision. And folds. One time bank used.
Yeah, I think that was always going to be the decision there, Tower, for Atanas. So guys, the password for the free roll, a minute early, because I'm feeling nice, is Hatter.
Hatter?
Not Hatters, Hatter.
Oh. Hatters is the nickname for Luton Town.
Yep. And that is the reason
So why
for
is it
the
Hatter?
password is Hatter.
Oh.
Speak to Tom online.
No S, Hatter.
Just Hatter. Password reason, Luton Football Club's nickname, the Hatters, reflects Luton's historical connection with the hat-making trade, which has been prominent there since the 17th century. The nickname was originally a variant on the now rarely seen straw platers. Supporters of the club are also called the Hatters. There we go, that's the
There you
password
go.
written. So the password is Hatter.
No S.
All lowercase.
Hatter. Awesome.
J the Hatter.
Get yourself in.
Blame Team Online if it's not technically correct, guys. They come up with the passwords. Matt here, King Queen raising to 45k.
Mitch Tierney's just guessed 388,300. Which quiz was that one?
Probably.
How many tins of paint was it?
Probably the bridge.
The litres of paint. Nice one, Mitch. Glad you're watching day 1B. We'll have another one coming up. What time are we doing it? 6?
No. I thought we said 4:15.
4:15? I ain't got me thinking hat on
Well,
yet.
Doesn't matter. You should get it. It's on Rotherham. Your place of birth, Tower. The way you grew up.
Right. Place of birth. Lived there for lots of years. Hatter. Hatter. Boston Manor and Alexis on fire. Sounds great, Gary. Good luck. Come back with your ears ringing.
Ryan opening to 45k with the pocket 5s from +1. And over to Matt Davenport in the big. With the King Queen of Diamonds, so going to be going post here as Matt. Just expect him to defend this almost always.
Eight, 9, 10, 2 diamonds.
And delicious looking flop for Matt here. 2 over cards, gut shot to the nuts, and a flush draw. 10, 9, 8. 2 diamonds. And is Matt thinking about a donk here? Versus +1, I don't mind it. Like Ryan should really only have the Queen Jack suited here. Not going to have Jack 7 or 7, 6. However, we're going to have all 16 combos of the Queen Jack and the 7, 6 off. And probably 4 combos of Jack 7 suited. I'm not sure if Matt will defend the off. And then Matt's obviously got the 2 pairs there as well. So just donking on that flop and gets the better hand to fold. Although he did have a heap of equity. Now this is GUKPT Luton main event that you're watching, Matt, on YouTube. We are live from Luton Tower night. Probably going to finish up, I reckon, around 11 tonight. On stream, at least.
Gullimath went to watch Rotherham United against Bradford City at the Don Valley when Rotherham didn't have a ground. We used the Student Championships Athletics Stadium for 3 seasons. And then they built a new ground in Rotherham and we moved back. Rotherham's claim to fame as the M1 is near.
Where's 40,000?
So hijack open from Francis, 7-9 off. So I don't actually mind this tower once the 2 big stacks have folded on our direct right. Francis can obviously apply a lot of pressure on the middling and shorter stacks here, but now just going to have to fold to the jam from Atanas off of 13.
This is the final table, Apocalypse. It is indeed. We're down to 7.
Well, I do expect to see Francis open a lot of hands once Ryan and Jamie both get out of the way from late position. Like 9-7 off does seem a bit loose, but obviously you've got Steve, Laurent, Matt and Atanas all middle of the pack. Matt a bit more up there now actually, after winning a couple of pots before we made the FT. Was down to 1.5 big blinds, Matt Davenport, and the man next to him, Steve Watts, was down to 3 big blinds earlier on today, so both of them had the spin. Well, if anyone is going to call the 9-7 here, no front, oh my word, he's called with 9-7.
We're going to get a double.
Francis Overdon doing Francis things. And this is why I've been thoroughly looking forward to today. He's an entertainer.
This has to be a double, doesn't it, for Atanas? Or have we lost another?
9-7 off, plays ace king. And there's an ace, so that should be it, unless we're met with some running clubs.
6 of clubs, anybody?
6 of clubs.
And that is dead on the turn, and Francis gives Atanas the double.
That is it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was typical Francis. Absolutely.
You might just want to get it done quick, Tower. Might have some plans this evening.
Yep.
Might be off somewhere.
So we get a double, first double on the feature. What's that? It's about 11 doubles today, isn't it?
McStackham, it's on Grosvenor Poker. The free roll, if you don't have the client, takes 5 minutes to download. Don't need to deposit any money, you can just jump straight into the free roll after you've made your account. Potential to win £110 ticket in that free roll. And if you stay with us for the next 10 minutes, potential to win €150 main event ticket for our Elite Series on Grosvenor Poker next week. Ace 5, off for Francis under the gun, out the way.
Pass. Raise 50,000. Pass.
So Lorank with the Ace Jack raised into 50. Jamie here, Queen 4 off. I think we're just going to be letting this one go, Tower. Maybe a bit too wide.
Yep.
Three defending.
With you on that one.
He's going to defend, I think. No, there's a fold. I agree. We're just sitting so pretty as Jamie, like Jamie, Matt, Ryan, or even France has been brought back to the pack a bit now after losing that all-in with the 9-7 off, but we can just last until fourth place, potential to make ourselves another 16-17k from what we got locked up now. Love the way they put all the chairs out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. All the seniors can come down and sit down. When they bust out the seniors, the turbo is started.
Yeah, this should be a fold from the rank off of his stack size, Tower. Ace 9 off from +1. I don't think we should be opening this one. It does make the fold.
Raise 40,000.
How many ended up in the seniors?
I'm going to go with 128.
114. Fantastic turnout for the seniors. And 39 in the turbo. So when they bust out the seniors, they'll be joining the turbo.
Potential free bet here for Ryan. King Jack here. Matt Davenport having him covered. Definitely one we can be free betting on the button, the King Jack off. Looks like he's just opted to flat though. And over to Jamie. Oh yes, free bet, okay. Free bets to 115, so just south of 3x, and Matt folds the ace 10 off face up. Nice play from Ryan with the King Jack, just recognising the situation and incorporating in the free bet bluff with a nice hand to do it with the King Jack off. Decent hand selection.
That's where he's Hatter for the free roll online, Grosvenor Poker.
Need to get some paper ready for your tower.
Oh no!
And a pen.
Oh
There's
no! I've got a pen. I've got a pen.
And there's some paper.
Is it long enough? Yeah. Okay. Great.
Pass. Raise 40,000. Pass. Pass.
Out with the ace king.
Pass.
Jamie Lee folds a 10-7. Francis Snap folds 9-5.
Pass.